think it's time to blow this thing. Get everybody in the step together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
when I go behind and do the bump and grind. And it's only a matter of time because they call me the Big Bad Booty Daddy.
Booty daddy, booty daddy, booty daddy, booty daddy, booty daddy, 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 booty daddy, booty daddy, booty daddy, daddy.
Man, I'm a cosmic being.
Big bad booty daddy, big bad booty daddy, big bad booty daddy, big bad booty daddy, big bad booty daddy.
Awful,
All right, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? Happy 4th of July, motherfuckers. Way to get free from England, James. We're free from England. And you got rid of your redheaded stepchild. I think that's the saying here. No offense to anybody who's a redheaded stepchild. Let me introduce you to South London, James. James, how do you feel now the fact that America, 250 years ago, we got up and out the house, bro? We got up and out the house. How you doing, James? What's going on?
I'm crying. This is the worst day of my life. I'm devastated that it's come to this, that all my best pals are American.
Yeah.
And they pretend to like me, but they really hate me.
We do. We
and
really
it's kind of soul destroying when I see the people in the chat saying, we hate James, we hate England, we wish he'd just go away and die. I'm like, I'm crestfallen and heartbroken. You know?
100%, bro. 100%.
Who says that?
Well, who is this? Let me introduce this
D-Wag, of course. It's all D-Wag.
This dreamboat from the 70s, okay? She's fantastic. She looked like she stepped right out of a music video. It's nothing other than FOMO. Forrest, I mean, how you doing, FOMO? What's going on with you?
Hi, happy 4th.
Well,
happy 4th, everybody.
Let me tell you, you look fantastic. I love the headband. I love the flag. Oh, look at she even got the heart glasses.
Should we do that?
All right.
Copying James a little bit.
How you doing today,
That's
FOMO?
full Woodstock, isn't it? That is full Woodstock.
She is full Woodstock. What is it? Almost Famous, or what was that movie with Heather Graham in it?
Almost Famous.
Yeah, you look like that. Yeah. You look dead on like that. Let's go.
No, not Heather Graham. Goldie Hawn's daughter. What's her name?
Oh yeah. The
Kate
one.
Hudson.
Kate Hudson. That's right. Yeah. 100%.
She used to be fit, didn't she?
Vibe, though. This is my vibe. Like I've always been like, if I could have been born in another generation, it would have been like I would have been like at my prime in the 60s and 70s, like when my mom was, but they didn't take advantage of it. So.
Yeah, 100%. Let me jump in the chat and say, hey, what's up to everybody? How's everybody doing out there? Seashell SoCal. We got Pat. I'm wishing you a happy 4th of July, Pat. That's aimed right at you. I got my finger going. I'm all blurred just for you, Pat. 100%. I hope you're out there. I hope you got your tequila, Pat. I got mine. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to take a shot here in a minute. So if you guys got some alcohol, get your shot ready. I got my beer. I got my shot. We're all good to go. I know James is over there. He's got his quad vodka going on. Which is
and
fantastic.
I've got a Wimbledon Stella. They're all purple at the moment because of Wimbledon.
No, 100%. I got my shot ready to go. I hope you guys are out there ready to go too. So Pat, I hope you got your tequila or whatever it is that you're drinking. So we got P Sizzles out there. We got Miami John out there. Now I am going to throw out the link to all the bruvs and everybody else. If you guys want to come in here, we're just going to chit chat for about 15, 20 minutes. And then Miami John, if you're available, if anybody else is available, I might even throw it out to some of the people in the chat. We don't know. Well, we're going to have a good time today. It's a 4th of July. We're breaking all the rules. Okay. We're breaking all the rules, having a great time. Mr. Geeky. Shout out to Mr. Jeeky, rock solid motherfucker, that Mr. Jeeky. And he even fared through the Texan Indians, the onslaught of the Indians. I'm talking dot, not feather people. He survived. So let's fucking go. We got Kelly Cat out there in the mix. Shout out to Kelly Cat. Who else we got out there? We got Ebi Canales. He says, happy 4th. Lads, well, Ebi, I'm going to throw the link out there if you want to jump on here about 20 minutes. I know it's probably pretty late where you're at. No, maybe not. Maybe it's about 7 o'clock at night. He's over there in Spain. He's about an hour ahead of James. I got my James clock right up there on the wall, so I can just look up on the wall and see what time it is with James. I got fucking tired of calculating that shit on my fingers. You know what I'm saying? We got Air Joe. He's out there. He said he drank some tea today. Let's go, Air Joe. Heidi Ho in the chat. Shout out to Heidi Ho and Randy Tater and the crew, the kitty crew out there. Shout out to you, Heidi Ho. Hope you're having a great one today. Hope you and the husband are going to go do something fun later. 100%. Let's fucking go. And I think I nailed everybody. If I didn't nail you, say something and I'll fucking call you out on stream. We're going to have a good time. But, all right, James, what are you drinking today? What are you drinking, bro? Are you drinking anything fantastic?
Espresso vodka.
Espresso vodka. Let's go.
Ooh,
That's
I love vodka martinis are the best. Good choice.
Vodka
like
martinis
I said,
or
limited
espresso martinis?
edition Stella.
Yeah, I do.
Is purple like the color of Wimbledon or something?
Yeah, Wimbledon. Remember when they did that in The Simpsons and called it Wimbledon? Oh, God, that drove me mad.
Why is purple the
What's it called? What did I say it wrong?
No, you said it right. You said it right.
You said it right, Wimbledon.
Yeah.
It's like, because it's like, tennis is like, it's crazy now. I think it's like $1,000 to get some strawberries and cream and a fucking glass of champagne now. Jesus, the economy in this country, I don't know how it is in America, but it's going through the floor here. It's a nightmare.
Oh,
fucking
really?
hell.
Damn.
Well, you can get Prosecco at Costco for like $20 a bottle. So
Yeah.
See?
Well, I go to Costco and I get the Veuve Clicquot, bro. That's what I do. It's way cheaper there too. I
they
think
have everything now, and they sell
50.
regular beer. Like they have everything. And I've heard the tequila there, their brand name tequila. I've heard.
Well, it
really
is good, but
this
is what I get. This Patron, bro. It's I think it's 750 milliliter, something like that. No, 1.75 liter, bro. What am I thinking? It's 1.75 liter for only $70, bro. This thing right here, and I fucking have like 4 or 5 of these bitches in the back right there. That's the way you guys got to do it.
I just opened Hornita. This was probably like, I think it was like maybe 39. It's the same size as that one.
Oh.
But that was just at a regular. I got that at the regular liquor store.
Well, that's pretty good. Hornitos is still a solid choice.
Yeah.
Anything that's top shelf. Now, for people who don't know about tequila, let me just tell you this: do not drink tequila if it's not 100% agave. You'll wake up with the most worst, terrible headache you've ever had. It's completely awful. Then you'll think to yourself that you hate tequila. Well, that's not the case.
This is 100% agave.
That's right. Well, that's what I'm saying. You could get any brand.
It's
really.
Bad or good.
It's good. No, you want to get the 100% agave. You can get any.
I'll just, it doesn't even matter. I just drink too much. I'll just there's been one time I was on Simcast years ago, and I was drinking tequila and orange juice, and I have this problem where I just stop mixing and then I just go straight.
Yeah.
And then I remember I literally had to jump off the screen and I went and threw up. And then I didn't come back at all.
You threw up? Holy shit. Maybe we should talk about
They're
that.
are you okay? I'm I'm done. I'm done. I was in the shower.
Yeah. 100%, bro.
It happens.
Well, I think we should all take our shot right now. I got my tequila shot right here. Everybody, if you're at home, raise up your tequila shot or your whatever shot. Maybe you have a Jello shot. Maybe you have a fuzzy nipple. Maybe you have something like that. And let's go ahead and do this business. 100%. All right.
Salute.
All right. Salute.
England forever.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, you got to have it chilled. You got to have that tequila chilled or it crawls down your throat. It fights back up the first one or two, bro. I'll tell you that right now. Let's fucking go.
I used to like tequila. Tequila used to make me mad. I remember a couple
It made
times
you
I drank
mad?
with my ex.
Really?
Mad. But then I didn't drink it much, and then during COVID, I got really well accustomed with it.
Yeah,
so.
I love tequila, bro. I love it because I know exactly how drunk I can get and how much I can come back from and what I need to.
And it's good in between beers.
Yes,
a lot of stuff you can't mix with beer, but I feel like tequila you can have a shot every now and then at the beers, and it's fine.
Yeah, so I'm absolute 100% tequila guy. I can't drink whiskey or anything anymore because I drank too much when I was younger, and it kind of makes me want to throw up now. And I've never been one of them Jägermeister guys or Goldschlager or anything like that, bro. That shit. I just want the 100%. Get me lifted a little bit. Get me lubricated. Let's have a good time.
It does have that. It does have that, right? It's the perfect when you're hanging with people, having you just let's have a shot of tequila.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Forcebaum, he doesn't even ever drink. I mean, I can usually get him to do a little tiny shot.
Well, let's go.
Yeah, we're hanging out.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Forcebaum. I know he probably doesn't like to be called Mr. FOMO, but shout out to him. Hope he's having a great day today. Hope you guys have fantastic plans. What do you got going on today, FOMO? You got anything? Are you going to go to a pool party? Are you going to set fireworks on display? What do you got?
Well, I'm not putting a sparkler at my butt, unfortunately. But so I have friends who live real close, so we're just gonna go over, hang by the pool in the afternoon for a little bit. I smoked some wings this morning, and I'm bringing a dessert, making this American flag dessert tray.
Let's go.
And then we won't be there long, so I won't get too fucked up.
Yeah.
But gonna come back home. We're not supposed to do fireworks. Obviously, usually I don't follow the rules anyways, but I want to do a fountain or something out in the street. So I'll probably do that.
You got to do something.
Later on,
you got to do something.
You got to do something. Or sparklers. I have plenty of sparklers, obviously.
Yeah.
But and then later tonight, just a plug, my friend's sibling revelry, my two bald brothers.
Yeah.
They're also doing a show. So I'm gonna pop on. It's a pop on show kind of too. I'll be. And there's a very good chance I will be very fucked up at that point. So
yeah.
His Heck's got to be on there. I love that guy.
He might. Yeah, he might. I was going to say that. He might stop by.
Oh, very cool. Yeah,
I love that guy.
We might even try to get him on here. Here
I still got to tell you the story of what happened to Texas. He's such a good kid.
Yeah.
Pure charisma. That guy. Pure charisma.
Yeah. What
Brando was my favorite black guy.
Did you hear at the very? I don't know if you watched at the very end because he does Morgan Freeman. He does a very good Morgan Freeman impersonation. So I asked him to do something. And at the very last, he did. He said in Morgan Freeman, he said hard R, and then we cut the stream.
nice. We got Mr. Jiki in the chat. He says he's got $600 worth of fireworks and firecrackers. He's going to let that fly on his property. 100%.
Hell yeah.
Air Joe.
So fun. I'm such a pyro. I was always. We didn't blow them off in the forest because it was whatever, but we go to other people's house and we used campfires though. I used to build campfires as a kid. I was a pyro man, and I still am, but gotta be careful with the fires out here because it is dry as hell. So it'll rain.
We were talking about this backstage. Of course, I live in Southern California, and I said, I live in an area where there's a lot of Mexicans or South Americans or Central Americans, bro. Sure, it's illegal for white people to have fireworks, but these motherfuckers drive around with mortars on the top of their Honda Civics, bro, just launching them up in the air. I hear them shooting their guns up in the air. Bro, they just go 100% fucking balls to the wall for 4th of July. And it's not even for one day. It's for a week, FOMO. It's for a whole fucking week. So it's pretty
You
crazy.
remember 2020 July? Because I know it's crazy in California, but I remember 2020 was obviously it was during the shutdown, and like everyone was so pissed off, and everyone. I remember even out here, but luckily we had good weather then. It was wet, and like it was. There was more fireworks I ever saw in my life here in
Wow.
the suburbs. That 2020, it was
Yeah.
that was so fun. I remember they were showing pictures of like LA,
Yeah.
which there was no fireworks allowed, but it was just like,
Well, that's
like it was just like,
yeah, they always be trying to ban it, but you're never going to be able to ban fireworks if there's Mexicans around, bro. God bless the Mexican people, keeping the fireworks alive. We got Kelly Cat in the chat. She says today is her older son Alex's birthday. Well, happy birthday to Alex. She says they have a party every year and spend a ton on mortar fireworks.
Kelly, you don't have a 24-year-old.
Usually drop
around
$1,000 on fireworks. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, you got to spend money.
Shout out to Kelly.
Yeah, she's got a big kid for a boyfriend in Hobo, hasn't she?
Yeah. Oh, James. Shots fired. Shout out to Hobo in the
yeah,
chat.
Is Hobo much older than her son? How old's Hobo? Are they the same age?
I don't know. Well, maybe Kelly's robbing the cradle on
I'm
that
kidding.
one. I don't know. Shout out.
I'm just playing. I had to get a couple of shots in,
okay.
didn't I? I mean, Jesus, it's part of the persona.
Yeah, let's fucking go. James, what are you going to be doing today? Do you have any plans? I know it's not exactly a holiday over in England, but are you going to be?
I'm just going to be angry, bitter, resentful. That we gave away all that land, I look at you like Native Americans. We gave you all that land. We just gave it up. That could have been my inheritance. I could be in America right now. I could be on a beach surrounded by beautiful women. And instead, I'm streaming with a beautiful woman and my best pal. So it ain't that bad, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
It's one of those things. But no, I've been watching the World Cup. That's all I'm doing. I'm knackered. I'm fucking knackered. I'm staying. I know Canada are losing right now. Does that please the American audience?
Yeah, no. I mean, like, is America?
Do you hate the Canadians as much as I do?
You know what's funny? I watched Goon last night. Have you guys ever watched that movie Goon? It's about a Canadian. It has Stifler in it. He's an ice hockey player.
He's the enforcer, is he?
Yeah, he's the enforcer, and I think Ray Donovan, Lee Shriver is in it. He's in it too. Fantastic movie. So. I like those kind of Canadians, but the Indian Canadians, not so much. I don't really like the Indian Canadians.
Well, I thought I liked Frederick.
Yeah.
Frederick that we streamed with yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Frederick that was very nice to my face, and he was kind of all right on stream. And I'm like, I'll go and follow you, Frederick, on X. I'll go follow you on YouTube.
Yeah.
But did our French-Canadian cousin reciprocate?
I don't know.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
I don't know what it is with these comic book guys. Not only have they got personalities of a wet dishcloth, they got no manners either. It's fucking terrible.
He's probably just busy. He's busy.
He's really, really busy pretending to be a pirate.
Yeah, well, he's pretty good at it. He's good at being a pirate.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, 100%.
I showed a picture to my mum. I said, "Look at this guy I streamed with yesterday, Mum. What do you think of him?" Because she's a big Pirates of the Caribbean Johnny Depp fan. She goes, "Son, he ain't no Johnny Depp, is he?" And I said, "Well, Mum, I didn't want to say it, but you got it."
I liked he has nice energy. Like what was that guy's name again?
Frederick.
Pirate?
Yeah, he's very calm. He's fantastic. Frederick's
he's
awesome.
he's just very cool. He's one of those people that just so like where I'm like I get so worked up so fast, but you could tell he's just like calm and like I said though, I'm missing a tooth now, so I'm a pirate too.
How you doing? How did that tooth go? How you doing with the tooth thing?
It went good. They just like, I mean, obviously in the moment it kind of sucks. It takes like an hour, and it's pretty violent, but they had me all numbed up and stuff. And the funny thing is they're like, they don't want you to pull a tooth, but I'm like, I'm going to do the implant. It's fine. They always try to get you to keep your teeth so that you'll do more shit to it for it to fail anyways. But so the guy's, he's a 28-year-old dentist. He's young. Nice. Like I could be his mother.
There you go, FOMO.
But I'm like, it has to be kind of fun as a dentist to do that. Like to just rip a tooth. Like that has to be kind of fun as a dentist, I would think, to like just get in there and rip a tooth out. So they were like talking. They're like, oh, all your roots are really making it hard to pull out. They're making it hard to pull out. I'm like, oh, great, whatever. But yeah, so it's It's gone. Can't really.
Well, so you
It's
lost
on
a
this
little
side.
bit
You
of
can't really
weight
see
then.
it.
Are you dropping a
Yeah,
dress size or anything like that? Like what's going on there?
probably. Well, not lately because I've been drinking so much. I drink. I went to the Rockies game the other day, drank all day. I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna. I'm gonna be in a bikini today, but it ain't gonna be pretty. But I don't fucking care.
Bro, who cares?
So
But 4th of July is all about the drinks. It's all about the food. What are you looking forward to
food,
having today
drinks.
as far as food? What's on the menu, FOMO?
Well, so I'm bringing smoked. I just smoked. I have smoked wings around the smoker right now.
Smoked wings. I
Um,
like. Did you smoke them yourself? On the smoker, you did the
yeah,
whole thing. Let's fucking go.
yeah. It's just an electric smoker, but I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got the and I salt brined them for your day. I do the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
thing.
You
I'm
you
like,
did the whole thing.
oh yeah.
Incredible.
And then I think the people where we're going, they're smoking some brisket, so there'll be brisket. Other friends bringing stuff, and then like I said, I have my dessert tray, which will have all this stuff. It's like strawberries, angel food cake, all this stuff that you can dip in chocolate. But I'm gonna lay it out. It looks like a flag when I lay it out on the little thing, and then you can dip it in the chocolate. So that'll be
Oh,
good too.
chocolate. I fucking love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We got Jess in the chat. She says, "Yeah, the root canals
Hi, Jeff.
make your tooth only last maybe 5 or 10 years. They're horrid."
And this is what I dealt with.
Yeah.
All this happened to all of them. That I had to get like a crown, and then I had to get a root canal. Then I had to
Yeah.
get another crown. So I'm like, we're done.
Yeah.
We're gonna pull it out and do the implant.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's it.
I'm glad
Ooh,
you're
we're in the
okay.
worldly stream.
Yeah.
Worldly stream.
We got Mr. International. Ebi Canales has joined the stream. Shout out to Ebi. Give him a little cheer, everybody. Ebi, how you doing? Happy 4th, or is it 5th of July week? No, it's still 4th of July week.
No, it's still 4th of July here. We're just like I don't know, about 6 to 9 hours into the future, but it's still 4th of July. So happy birthday, America.
Yeah, happy birthday to America. Ebi, are you having any kind of a party today? Are you getting any kind of drinks? I know you're down on the Mediterranean. It's a party atmosphere down there. Any kind of girls in bikinis? What's going on down there?
Tons of them.
Tons of girls. Yes, I love it. James, we need to go there.
Like
Stat. FOMO, let's go.
Kind of like, yeah, man. It's kind of Benidorm, which is like the closest, biggest town. It's kind of like the Spanish Miami Beach, so to speak.
Okay.
Lots of topless chicks and drug deals going on.
Yeah.
And I bought myself a couple of nice
a couple cigars. I like it.
Yeah, confected cigars.
Yeah.
This is good stuff, cheap too. So I intend to.
And I like he's got
smoke at
he's
least
got
one
the
of them.
flower shirt on and it's unbuttoned a little bit. He's chilling out.
Ebi is 100%
relaxing.
style, bro. 100%. He's all about the athleisure. He's got great style. He wants to be comfortable. He's got a cigar. It's going to be smelling good when you got a couple of cigars. Are you drinking anything today, Ebi? We're
Well, about a couple of Diet Cokes. Well, not Diet Cokes, just plain Cokes with Jameson. They sell those now. Like
Coke? Jameson and Coke?
Yeah, Jameson and
Okay.
Coke in the same can. At least here in Spain, I think
Yeah.
that's a great deal.
Yeah. What is it?
Everything now. They make so much. There's so many cocktail can stuff you can get nowadays. Like it's insane.
Now that is 100%.
Come a long
Just
way
wanted to
since
drunk.
Zima.
Yeah, well, that's 100% true. Shout out to Michael Howard in the chat. He says, "Sup, y'all? Happy 4th of July." No. Now the thing is that like, is the Jameson and Coke any good? I'm always like a little concerned because I don't know what other additives they put in there, or if like maybe they go light on the alcohol. I don't know. Have you tried one, Ebi? Are they pretty good?
I still haven't gotten drunk on them,
Yeah.
so I don't know. Maybe they're alcohol free. Then again, I only have one. So maybe I need to start, drink the entire 6-pack.
Yeah.
I'll let you know how that one.
Yeah. Let me know how that
I'm gonna
goes.
experiment with it.
James, do you prefer to mix your own drinks, or will you take a canned drink or a pre-mixed drink?
I just prefer to go to the supermarket, get a trolley, and just load up as much beer as I can. That's pretty much what I like to do. I used to be, when I was out and about all the time in my 80s to 30s, I was obsessed with Coronas. It was Coronas and limes, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I prefer it now on tap.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
George where I drink in Hailsham,
Okay.
it's much nicer on tap.
Yeah.
So I prefer it on tap. But yeah, anything Stella. Like Stella's got the nickname as wife beater.
Yeah.
They say if men in this country drink Stella, they call them wife beaters.
Yeah.
They're like, if England lose the football, they're gonna go back home and they're gonna beat up their wife, girlfriend, or fiance because they've been on the Stellas and England have lost. But you can't beat a nice ice cool Stella, I'm telling you. I'm not really a big I'm not really a big American beer, Budweiser. It's not really for me, man.
Yeah. Well,
I live in Coors Country, and I'm not like I literally live on Coors Street. It's Coors Country through and through here, but like I don't really like don't like Coors Light. I'll drink it, but I don't like that.
I can't stand it. I don't like American beer. I think it's because like during
They
Well,
all
I
sold
think
out
it's like
anyways.
yeah.
They all
it's
sold
like sodas. That's the good thing about it. I mean, if you want something stronger like German, fine. But like whenever I go to the US, I can drink like an entire 6-pack of Millers or Coors, and
Yeah.
it's.
And nothing
I guess
happens.
that's the bad part, but it's like refreshing. It's
That's
like
right. That's why you got to
drinking
go
cup,
Sapporo at least.
Sapporo,
At
It's great
least.
Sapporo.
for
I really,
day
yes,
drinking though. It's like that's why I've gotten to
yes.
Coronas and stuff because like I just drink it all day. The other day when we streamed and then I streamed at night, I think I had 13 beers that day.
13 beers. Where do you put them,
Nah.
You know
FOMO?
what?
I was counting. It was 25 at
Where
least.
do you put them, FOMO? Jesus.
I don't know, but I woke up and I didn't feel terrible.
Yeah.
So I was like,
There's that.
Yeah, exactly. Got to have a good time. Got to make it happen. Now, Ibai, do over there in Spain? Do they do any kind of celebration? Probably not for the 4th of July, right? Do you guys do fireworks or
That-
anything like that?
Not for the 4th of July, but in my hometown, the 1st of July is our saint patron of
Okay.
fishermen and sailors.
Yeah.
So,
Do you guys have
Kind of like-
Do you guys have fireworks over there in Spain or no?
we do have fireworks, and I don't know if that's the festivity, but we have a festivity, I think that's the one, in which people just like go through the streets, insulting people into their houses, inside their houses, bullying them into throwing water on them.
Oh, I've heard
They
about
go
that.
to-
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw water on me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
kind of like a thing we do. over
unless you're an immigrant, because they don't like to wash, is what I hear. But
here. No, that's probably all the more reason to do so, though.
yeah, that's a different story. Well, that's great. I'm glad you guys still have fireworks over here. We were talking about how they tried to ban them over here. Now,
Yeah, I
James.
heard that.
Now, James. Will they
What's
like?
that one where you throw the tomatoes at everyone? What's that one? Is that in Spain? Where they throw the
No,
tomatoes?
well, yeah, that's La Tomatina. That's in
La tomatilla.
La Tomatina. It's in Valencia, I think. I'm blanking out, but yeah, that's
Every
that's
time
a
I talk to
tomato.
Ibai, I just want to start speaking in Spanish with that big "Oh, let's go."
Hola.
I just want to get that voice going.
Habla español.
Hola, mi amigo. Yeah, I just want to do like.
is that where you're from originally, Ibai? Are you
Mhm.
Spanish? You're
Yeah,
Spanish.
I'm still in Spain though. I'm not original in Spain. I'm playing in Spain,
Yeah.
regretfully.
Yeah, no, he's Basque. Basque
Well,
is a group of people in northern Spain, but he's always been in Spain. How like for a lot of
Okay.
generations, for multiple generations. And in Spain,
It's
they
pretty white. I mean, obviously, it's like a white. It's
Thank-
like
thank you.
white Spaniards, right?
Yeah. Well, have you seen the
That's one of the
Argentinian?
nicest. That's one of the nicest things anyone has ever said. To me.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Well, that's what I was saying. You're in the international quadrilla. You got to roll those R's. Quadrilla. Quadrilla. That's right. And women love that when you can roll the R, especially when you go below the navel and you're rolling R's down there. Then you're rolling O's, give them the O face. Oh. Let's fucking go.
I understood that reference.
That-
I'm old enough.
Well, I mean, it's a killer reference, bro. It's an Office Space reference. Let's go.
I
But
was a teenager when that movie came out. I was the perfect age.
yeah, 100%. It was a great movie. I love movies. They've all been ruined now. Do you guys think, James? Do you think that they're going to replace fireworks with drones? I've seen a lot of drone shows now,
They've been doing that.
and it's like the drone shows are like kind of taken over. Of course, in China, but in China they don't care. They have fireworks everywhere in China. What do you think, James? What's going on with that?
Well, in this country, it's kind of like we're like the party pooper country. You know when everyone makes that joke.
Party pooper
You know when
country.
everyone makes that fucking meme, don't they? You need a license. You need a license
You
for
need
that.
a license.
You
for
go to
everything.
London, you do need a license, right? We're currently having a hose pipe ban, mate. We can't even water our fucking garden.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
What you
fucking-
having a hose pipe ban?
a hose pipe ban. Yeah,
is
you
that?
can't where they ban you from like having a hose pipe, to water your flowers or your garden or everything because there's not enough water being produced. So they ban you from using a hose pipe from your house.
That's insane.
So we got, and like if you go to London in residential areas, you can't have fireworks. They you know what I mean. The only time we really have a fireworks celebration is the New Year's Eve party in London.
Yeah.
That's the only time where we really have a big fireworks. And Sadiq Khan was even talking about getting rid of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like living in this country is joyless. And eBay will know this. I made the wrong decision a few years ago. I wanted to emigrate to Spain and go and live in Benidorm.
Yeah.
Because Benidorm is eBay will know this. Benidorm is basically Little England, Little Britain.
Yes.
It's where all the expats who are sick of this country go and live.
Yeah.
And I'm still tempted to go and emigrate to Spain and go and live in Benidorm. Me and Ebi can hang out, and it'll be
It's
a
like an
proper,
hour away
proper,
from here, so
yeah. He knows. Ebi can explain to me by what Benidorm's like. It's just basically Little England, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually this very area. I'm in a near a small town called El Campello.
Yeah.
And it's like chock full of British pubs. There's like an Irish pub, it's like a typical British pub. There's like a bunch of British expats living around here. So it's the Russians too. You don't wanna get any close.
You don't want to mess with those guys.
Yeah, no. Leave the Russians alone.
Yeah, the Russians, they're hardcore, bro. I do love me some Russians, though. I had a Russian roommate. He was like in his 50s when I lived in San Francisco, and he owned like 4 or 5 cabs. That guy was hard as nails, bro. He said, Ray, today I'm going to take you to Russian bathhouse. We are going to go. Okay, you go? And I said, what? Okay. No, you go. You are coming with me and my friends to Russian bathhouse. And I said, okay, let's go.
That. I like that old school, but they have that where it's not gay.
No, it's not
like
gay.
There's gay bathhouse vibes, but the Russians do it's different. I like that vibe. It's kind of fun.
Well, it's an older masculine vibe, 100%. And it was funny because
they're so sure of their masculinity that they're not afraid of just hanging out with other naked dudes.
Exactly.
So that's how straight I am.
Is it like Red Heat?
Their women are
I would
always
love
hot.
it if it's like Red Heat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Their women are always hot. They always
Russian
have the hottest
women are
women, so they're
fucking
never
hot.
they don't ever feel down about that, And then the first time I ever was in casual conversation was with Russians who where people were said the hard R just out there, and I was like, it was great. I was like, thank you. It felt good. It was Russian. They were Russians and they were serious about it too.
Yeah. So we're going to this Russian bathhouse, and he goes and picks up some of his friends, and I think at the time I was in my low to mid 30s, and these guys are all in their 50s, and they're all these big angry men, bro, with their fists are the size of my head, and we pull over just in the middle of nowhere on the way to the bathhouse, and he says, "Okay, get out," and I was just I thought I was in a movie, and I was just freaking out. But what they did is they went and they pulled out little saws and they sawed off eucalyptus branches, and they loaded their trunk up with eucalyptus branches. And then we got back in the car. We drove to the fucking bathhouse. We're at the bathhouse. I wore board shorts. They wore Speedos, but there was a lot of naked men.
Was coming.
A lot of naked men in there, right? And there were women. The women were waitresses, and they were fully clothed, and they would walk through, and everybody, all the guys or whatever were naked. The women would walk through, and they would give you your beer, or if you ordered food or whatever. And then the Russian men would stand up and beat themselves in the back with the eucalyptus leaves, bro. And I was like, what the fuck is this all about? It's good for your lungs. It's good for the lungs. And I was like, wow, okay.
Masturbation is strange in Russia.
They love all that kind of stuff. So, but that was my bathhouse experience. It was the best Russian food I've ever had. They ordered all kinds of Russian food, made me try it all. And he even ended up giving me a whole bunch of vodka and stuff like that, in big bottles. He said, "Hey, you drink this, you take this vodka, you share with your friends. It's real vodka. It's not that bullshit you have in America. It's from Russia."
So what's the famous Russian food apart from borscht? I know about borscht, but what is it famous for?
They have all kinds of soups, and they have
boiled beetroots.
Yeah, they it's very modest kind of food, very meat and potatoes, some guys got this big goulash kind of thing, and they would eat it. I got a borscht, and what they did the borscht was a beautiful red. It was a puree, and then what they did was they took a dollop of yogurt, of goat yogurt, and put it in the middle, and it sank, and it made the borscht absolutely fantastic. I had never had borscht that good before that or since that. So it was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Russian food is very hearty, or at least my experience with it. I'm sure they have some finer.
Do you know what Russian food's like?
What's it like?
It's plain like they're women's faces.
Well, I don't know. Some Russian women are fucking gorgeous, bro. Yeah,
Not the
I've
old
seen
ones, mate. Have you seen them?
yeah,
quite a
no.
big deal of beautiful Russian women around here. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, there's a lot of really. I've dated a couple Russian women, and they have a really nice disposition because they're like cold as ice, and they'll beat.
Well, they're told to. I found this.
You froze up there for a second, FOMO. Are you still there with us?
I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. You're
You
back.
can go on if I'm not here.
No, you're good. You're
I'm
back.
back.
Yeah, you're back. So you
I
saw.
found this girl on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's my internet connection. It's dropping a little.
Oh
Sorry.
no, you're
Am I
fine.
back now?
No, you're fine. Yeah, you're good.
But this girl was like, as Russians, as a girl's a Russian, you're taught you have to be as pretty as you can. Like that's your goal in life is to be pretty. You do everything you can in your power to just be pretty and beautiful and like attractive to men and stuff. Like that's the whole where it's like so opposite here in America now, where it's like I'm boss babe and I'm ugly. You know, it's
Yeah.
funny, but it's like it was refreshing to see this girl say it because it's
Yeah.
like that's true. And even if it fades later on, at least you like that was your goal.
Yeah.
Like that was all I tried to do is look like a
It's
basic
ironic
bitch all
how
my
the
life,
Russian
you know?
it's ironic how the Russians have been less subverted by communism than us.
Yeah, right. And they actually had communism over there, bro. Yeah, when I was in San Francisco, none of the women wanted to be attractive. They expected you to perform for them because they had a master's degree. And one of the things that I would always wind up the women there, and I would say, how come there aren't any hot women like there are in LA? And they would say, oh, the women in LA have fake tits and all that. And I'm like, I know, they're fantastic. Where are those women? And they're like, well, I have a master's degree. And I'm like, bitch, I don't want to fuck your master's degree. I don't care, you know. But back to your point, FOMO, is that, yeah, the Russian women, they look hot. They say, I want...
They know that's the job.
Yeah.
Like and that was like what I figured out in life. It's like, yeah, I got to look this pretty, whatever you're given to work with it to the best you can. But then we're in this weird world out here where these women make themselves they purposely make themselves so ugly. And
100%.
it's like, it's so opposite.
Well, that's what we're saying in movies nowadays. They've been taught that if men enjoy it, then it's wrong.
Yes. The thing that I loved about the Russian women is that they also want to take care of their men. You know, so like I was like living with you know, my roommate, and he was like older, and he dated older women or whatever, and they would like cook his meals for him. They'd come over before they went on a date or whatever. They'd cook the meal for him, and then they would go out dancing. And if I got home, she would set a plate out for me and then like set me up and say, do you want some food? And some of the times, yes, some of the times, no. And then like, you know, if they came back late, she would make them coffee, you know, and these are different women. It's not always the same woman, but they all acted the same way towards him. Then he ended up getting married and to a fantastic woman, and they have a couple of kids now. So it was like his second family in life. And I always thought that was very cool. And I was like, okay, well, Russian women are on the table, bro. As long as you don't get a Russian woman that's got a pumpkin head. Have you seen those pumpkin head Russian women,
No.
Evi? No, you've never seen those?
No, I gotta say I've never seen a Russian woman with a pumpkin head, but I'm curious now.
Yeah, they have a big round head. I don't know where it's from. Maybe it's like closer to like Ukraine or whatever. But they're like, I've seen a whole bunch of men too. You know, it's a phenotype where they just have like a round head, and I'm just kind of like, oh shit, bro.
I do know this one Ukrainian girl, and I gotta say she's probably, I don't know if she's like the most beautiful woman I've ever met. She's up there. She's kind of youngish, especially for my liking. She's still a teenager, but like she's strikingly beautiful, like blue, like, you know, I don't know how you say it, like hazel eyes and like slightly slanted.
Yeah.
Like the tiny nose and like the big perfect teeth. I'm impressed. Like when the first time I saw her, like, wow, is that an actual real woman?
Yeah.
Those exes that looks like AI, you know?
Yeah. No, I've been through Latvia, like Riga, the capital of Latvia. I've been to Finland, and they got some very attractive women. You know, I've also seen very attractive women in Japan, in Taiwan. I've seen some really attractive women, and you know, it's just the bigger cities that I think. You know, beauty is like a formula. Like I tell people, it's like a fidelity. And you ask the question, what's a fidelity? It's where 3 or 4 attributes come into harmony. That's what fidelity is. And so, you know, it doesn't have to be a blue-eyed girl, it doesn't have to be a blonde hair or dark hair, but it has to have this fidelity in their face. And you know,
I call it like harmony.
Yeah, harmony.
It's a matter of like proportion and harmony and maybe geometry, you know. And it doesn't have to like an eye color or hair color or skin color. It's just about the harmony of the elements.
Yeah.
Yeah, harmony is when things like all balance together and sound good together.
Yeah.
They all
sure.
look good, like the
Because
the
they
sum
like
of it
all
all.
these people are like, I think they do make themselves. They like think if they don't fit into some certain thing, which I grew up in the '90s, like whatever, but like it didn't affect me so much. But these people like, and then they're like, well, I just have to be ugly or whatever. I have to be like, and it's like, no, like if I thought that, if I thought if I thought having like small boobs would ruin my life, but it never did. It's made much, like these people just like get hooked on this stuff sometimes. But it's like you have to make it work what you have.
Yeah.
And that's what you got. And
yeah, I've noticed that most women who have small boobs have a great ass. So that's 100%.
I do, but that's because I'm part Sicilian, which means I'm a little bit black.
Yeah, you got 2 tomatoes in the trunk. Let's fucking go. We got
Moors.
we
Damn
got
those Moors.
That's right, and that's what everybody says when they get around FOMO. More. We got Jess in the chat. She says you could still be a tomboy and wear your sundresses. Just wear your boots too. Yeah, I mean, listen. The thing is that tomboys are exceptionally attractive. I don't know who told people that they're not, but I love a tomboy, bro. A girl who can throw a little bit of a baseball or a football. That's fucking very enticing. James,
drag trees or do forestry work and drag trees up and down the forest. That's what I was raised.
Oh, maybe not that. That's a bit much.
Yeah, I was out there like lumber woman as a kid.
Yeah, she's got skull.
I'm just gonna say that I've always felt attracted towards women with short hair.
Okay,
I don't know if it's like an Oedipus type thing because my mom has always had short hair. So a therapist would have something to say about that.
Some girls look so cute with it. Some girls look so cute with short hair. Like
you see women with like long hair and they're just plain, and then you see them with like a pixie haircut and they're super cute.
Yeah, no, 100%. You're 100%.
It just has to be the right kind of face. You have to have the right kind of like face for short hair and stuff. But like, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of women I found attractive that are like
attitude, and attitude makes up for a lot. Yes. Kelly Cat in the chat, she says she has her favorite hiking boots, but she can still be girly with them. No makeup and hiking. Yeah, when you're going out with no makeup and hiking with a girl, you know what's gonna happen, bro. You know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Blow job. You're getting a blow job.
You know something fun. Yeah, we were talking about what were we talking about the other day? We were talking about Roadhead. Now we're talking about Trailhead. You know what I'm saying? We're having a good time out there. But no, you just don't want your woman to be dipping skull. I don't know if you've ever been around those women. They're dipping all of that tobacco and spitting. That's a bit much for me. What about you, James? You like tomboys? Is that an attraction for you, or do you prefer more girly girls?
Look, the beauty standard is fine, man. I've told you this. Like the new Supergirl movie come out, and I was like, I'm looking at Millie Alcott, and I'm like, this bird, right, is perfection. She's the most beautiful woman in the world. I look at Millie Alcott, and I think she's got the blonde hair. She's got the perfect facial features, fantastic teeth, not British teeth or Australian teeth, fantastic teeth, lovely curves, looks good in her outfit. I'm like, yeah, let's have some more Millie Alcott. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And E-Boy likes it. E-Boy likes a woman with short hair. I like a bit of Sinead O'Connor as well. You know what I'm saying? I like a bit of Sigourney Weaver in Aliens. You know what I'm saying? I love it. We've got matching bald heads. It's great.
Yeah. I'd Sigourney her Weaver. I tell you that right now. But no, I agree, James. I think every woman, is like they have the capability to be attractive, and express themselves however they want to express themselves.
Except for Millie Alcott, I don't think she has. She's got a bit of a sourpuss, isn't she?
Well, I mean,
she's a bit of a sourpuss, isn't she? Well, you know what I'm saying?
She's mid. I know that everybody's saying, "Oh, bro, if you were at a party, blah blah blah," and I'm like, nah. If I was at a party,
not me.
I would
not me. If you're veto, yes. If you're veto, and if you're 99.9% of the men on the internet, then yes, you would bite Millie Alcott's hand off. Yeah. Not obviously not me, because I get the pick of the litter. Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's like, yeah, maybe not. She's got the problem is, right, you know what I really hate about a woman? Take away looks, right?
Yeah.
When they open their mouth and they say something stupid.
Yeah.
That's what I really hate. Millie Alcott, she's one of them women that's foot in mouth.
Yeah. No,
she always trips over her own fucking tongue. I can't stand that shit. She can't get out of her own way, and she doubles down and she triples down. That's the shit I can't stand.
Well, I agree. Let me just say this. I don't like. Everybody's like, oh, don't you want to get a woman you can talk to and is all smart and all this kind of stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I would like that. But even if they're not smart, I just want them to be bubbly and happy and not have that feeling of entitlement. You know, I don't mind if a girl
Yeah.
sticks her foot in her mouth and then like realizes it and like gets a little bit embarrassed. I think that's cute. But when she's like, no, I'm right, and is very,
Doubles and triples down.
yeah, that's when I'm like, bro, come on. I mean, like, Jesus Christ. Let me.
Can you imagine how painful your life's going to be? Your absolute miserable existence of a life where she's correcting you and calling you out, and everything you say that you disagree with. You know the type of bird where you 100% have to agree with her just to get by in life.
Yeah.
That shit's not for me. I'm telling you.
No, it's rough. Shout out to.
Actually, I could.
What do you got,
Oh,
Evi?
no. I was gonna say that actually, I would argue that I like a woman who doesn't think exactly like me and everything, so we can
Yes.
fight
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
I like a good fight,
yeah,
and that keeps me young and energetic.
yeah.
But like, I don't like assholes who are like entitled and
Yeah.
will never admit they made a mistake. You know that shit pisses me
No,
off.
I love a good fight. I love a good back and forth. That stirs up the sexual chemistry. It's just though, I like also like if I'm wrong, I'm gonna admit I'm wrong, and if the female is wrong, I want her to be like, okay, you're right. I see your way. I'm still pissed off, and we're still gonna have fiery sex because we fucking hate each other right now. But okay, we'll concede the point after we orgasm. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to John, Miami John in the chat, dropping a little Ko-Fi. He says, Ebi, the reason Russia isn't subverted by communism is because they suffered through it. That's why Cubans are the only Hispanics that aren't leftist. I think that's a great point. That's a great point.
Good point.
That's a great
They have
point.
been inoculated against it.
Yeah, they've been inoculated.
I told you it's my dad's adopted family. They escaped Russia. They were escaping Stalin, and they came to America. Like I was just like, oh,
Wow.
how crazy all that shit can happen,
Yeah.
And she was she was a mean mom. The lady who I'm thankful she adopted my dad, but she was evil.
What do you
But-
mean by evil? Like, what does she do?
She was just really abused. So they adopted a boy and a girl, and she had, I think my grandma, they were from Liliana, Russia.
Wow.
And the father came over here. My grandma was supposed to ride the Titanic,
Oh,
but
wow.
she was sick or something, so she couldn't. But they eventually came over to America. They adopted I don't think she wanted a boy. She just didn't want a boy, and she had been abused, and there was a lot of abuse in the family. And so my dad turned out awesome for how abused he was.
Yeah.
But what was I saying else about that? Like,
that your grandma or great grandma
The
was mean.
Russians.
Yeah, she was mean or something. Okay.
yeah, but like, thank God she came over here, and they fled Stalin.
Yeah,
They
bro.
fucking fled Stalin. Like, it's so insane to me, like how
Based.
Yeah.
this happens, you
Yeah.
know?
It's crazy because the only people who kind of lean into the whole communism thing are women who've been programmed and the men who are actively stealing the money, bro. Everybody who is trying to build a family are paying for this stuff, and it's the family men and women who are getting the shaft on all of that. We got them around here where I live. I see people who don't work or whatever, and they're living in, getting their rent paid for by the government, getting food stamps and all that kind of stuff. And they're the biggest problem. They're entitled to it. They feel justified in taking it. And I know, Ebi, I know it's like that out there in Spain, and you guys are taking on those 500,000 new migrants. That law just passed by the Spain. So you guys got more of that coming your way, unfortunately.
At the very least, because we're gonna have what's known as the beacon effect.
Okay.
And that's going to attract even more, because if if word gets around Africa that Spain is going to just give you citizenship for existing,
Yeah.
everybody's going to fucking come here.
Well, what's going on right here in America right now is like Trump is trying to kick the Haitians out back to Haiti, the ones that came during Obama, and they stayed since then, and they're all mad because they have to go back to Haiti. So yeah, once they're in, I don't think you can get them out. And I know that.
No, you got no chance. No chance.
Right, James?
They
I mean,
have
like
1 in 5. They have like 1 in 5 probability of getting eaten alive. I think probability is pretty high.
Yeah. Well,
Ebi knows this.
Yeah.
Ebi knows this because Spain are in the ECHR.
Yeah.
If you're in the ECHR, you've got no chance of getting rid of the migrants once they're here. Absolutely no chance. The only way that you can take back control of your borders is if you leave the ECHR. And Spain are part of the European Union. They're hooked into Brussels. There's no chance that they could ever extricate from themselves. Spain are not going to have a Spanish Brexit, are they? They're never going to leave the European Union. So they're going to get, and it's an attractive country. When you think about moving to Europe and you have the choice between living in Spain, Portugal, Italy, France, Germany, who are you going to choose? You're going to choose Spain. It's the most attractive country to go. You know what I mean?
It's got the Mediterranean.
And they're going to be flooded.
Yeah,
they're going to be flooded. The Iberian Peninsula, Spain and Portugal.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to want to go. You come to England. You don't come to England for the food.
Yeah.
You don't come to England for the weather. You come to England for the benefit system.
Yeah.
But you go to Spain for a better quality of life. Ebi knows this.
Yeah. But I tell you, if I was an immigrant, I'd probably try to do the same thing, unfortunately. But I know that it's the governments that are making all this happen. And that's why you got to take every opportunity to celebrate and make your own life happy. Because I know that, we rain down all of this news and all of this stuff that hits us every day. So, take the weekend, have a good time, go play golf, go on a hike with your significant other and get some trailhead.
Speaking of which,
I want to see some stars and stripes bikinis.
Yeah. What were you saying, Ebi?
Speaking of which, I'm gonna go get some ice cream with my mom because that's how I roll.
All right, bro. Thanks for popping
Fantastic.
in. Give a big hug. Big
Take care,
hug.
Give your mom a hug and a kiss. Give your mom a kiss from me.
Yeah, big hug to the mom.
Thank you very much.
Shout out to the dad. I hope he's doing well too. Hope he's kicking ass again after his surgery.
It's getting ready.
All right, buddy. Thanks, Ebi, for popping on.
Thank you, guys.
I completely agree with you guys. 100%. That's how people roll. And you have to watch out for that. You have to take care of your own happiness and your own joy. Like FOMA, you're going out today. I'm about to after this grill up some steaks, and I think I'm gonna probably do some salsas. I like to do watermelon salsa. I don't know if you guys have ever had that, and mango salsa, and make it spicy with the Thai chilies. And I love salsa, bro. And I'm going to do that. What about you guys in the chat? What are you guys going to do for fun today in the chat? I want to hear some good
What's
stuff.
up, Clippa? Happy 4th, Clippa.
Yeah, where's is
Happy
Riley
4th of July.
Riley, what's going on?
I'm right here. Hello.
I was like, is he in the chat? Where's he at? Riley, your set looks fantastic, bro.
Thanks. Yeah, it's red, white, and blue.
Yeah, you look wonderful. How are you doing today, buddy? Are you doing anything fun for the 4th?
Yeah, we're having a neighborhood block party. I live on a nice part of my town.
Block party, yes.
I live on the top of a nice hill downtown, and my neighbors are all like retired in their own houses, and they're all old ladies without husbands. So I'm grilling the hot dogs today.
Bro, I bet you're passing that hot dog around 100%, Riley.
I hope not. No, leave me alone. I'm not going to get that drunk tonight, ladies. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you don't take advantage of that, then we'll make fun of you. You gotta take advantage.
I don't know. He might be gay.
To...
If he's not out there banging out the 60-year-olds or the 70-year-olds, he might be.
All you have to do is compliment us old women. It just be like, give us a compliment. And we're just like so happy.
You're not old. That's crazy.
Well,
now I'm talking about like retirees with homes who are like 70. Okay, guys.
Octogenarians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so get on their deed. Get on their good side and have them put you on their deeds to their house.
Riley is
they
owning the
me.
whole cul-de-sac. That's hilarious.
I get so much stuff for free, like because I'll like go do yard work, so then I'll get like dinners for free, and so it's been really helpful.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like poor the last 7 months has been like resetting my lifestyle. I'm so glad that everyone here already likes me.
Yeah.
Because if I lived in a neighborhood where everybody hated me, I'd have been fucking kicked out.
Oh, bro, that would have been
pushed out easy.
You said you're helping them do like chores around the house and stuff. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. So I'll help. I do mostly like gardening stuff for them because it's like hot out here.
Yeah,
and,
that's like
a gardening brick's like heavy.
And that's real work.
Yeah.
It's real work and shit. Like, yeah.
Today I get to grill with their really nice grill and all the food they bought.
Bro, are you going to be the grill master today? Let's go. Let's go.
I'll send some pictures.
Yeah,
I'll
post
tweet them
some
or
pictures.
something.
I hope you do. Because, I don't know about you, but I love food, bro. And especially in this like era. Are we doing another shot? Is that what we're doing? Let me get mine.
I have one.
Ready to go. I got another tequila shot.
Too.
Right here, ready to go. Okay, everybody, if you guys are at home, don't do this if you're driving in the chat. Miami John, if you're driving, don't be doing this. You do a line of blow instead, Miami John, okay? Let's go.
Well, if you do a shot, then you do a bump, and then you're fine to drive.
Yeah, okay.
But don't go driving to your ex-girlfriend's house.
Yeah, well, he was there yesterday. Let's go. All right, everybody.
Cheers. Happy 4th. 250 Can you believe it?
Yeah.
250 years. This
Yeah.
country.
I can believe it.
Yeah, bro, I feel
It
like
might get destroyed. We might be losing it, but you know what? I'm having a good
Rome
time.
was destroyed. Persia was destroyed. What makes you think your country will not be destroyed?
Yeah, yeah.
From that Rise Against song?
Exactly.
yeah,
There's
100%.
going to be bad times and there's going to be rock bottom. Like, I'm totally fine with hitting, like, that's why I say so strong and awesome. Cause I'm like, if we hit a rock bottom, I want to be here to be like, I'm building this back up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
No.
Hell yeah.
Do you think it'll happen in your lifetime, FOMO?
I think Colorado's going to hit a rock bottom for sure. For sure. We're going to hit a rock bottom here. And then, I don't know what'll happen.
Yeah.
Because it's like, but the fact that we've gone through these periods where communism tried and failed, but people died and we came back.
Yeah.
So that's my hope is that like, especially because Colorado is such a weird, it's just so weird what happened here and everything. So I'm like, I have hope, but I also wanted to hit rock bottom and get it over with because all these assholes aren't paying attention. I'm like, we have to just, let's do it. Like, let's get it done with. And not
The only way out is
accelerationist.
through.
I'm not like,
I'm
yeah,
an
and I'm not, like,
accelerationist.
I mean, I kind of am, but I'm not like, we don't have to go like, it doesn't have to be the worst, right? But I'm like, we have these fucking communists who like it's just like, and my man works his ass off, and they're trying to take like it's just so weird how these people are. That it's like we have to hit a rock bottom. Hopefully soon. I'll still be hot. Hopefully when I'm still young and like youngish and hot, so that I can like be this like populist leader. That's what I'll probably do.
President of the Cinder, FOMO.
Well, 100%.
Leader of the Wasteland. I'd follow you.
Wolverines. It's legit Wolverines out here.
Well, I know. Well, you know, the thing is that like if you stay happy, if beauty stays with you when you stay happy, that's one of the big things. If you can keep joy in your life, you will always keep that sparkle, and you could see the beauty coming through people's eyes, and I think that's very, very important. And I look for people like that, and you know, everybody on the
no one can tell you're 60, Ray, because you're so happy.
I look good for 60, don't I?
Yeah, drinking that baby's blood to stay young, 100%.
We all look the same age.
6-year-old the other day. My friend banged a 6-year-old the other day, and I was like, "Good for you, bro."
Nice.
Your friend
for
banged
you.
a 60-year-old the other day? A 6-year-old chick
Yeah.
or dude?
Can you give me pointers? Is that who I have to talk to?
Yeah. Yeah,
I was like, "Good for you, bro."
yeah. Don't be too athletic because you don't want to knock their hip out of a joint. I'm guessing that's how it goes. You got to have their life alert close. You know that little button that they push in case they go into cardiac arrest.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, I've orgasmed and I can't get up. Yeah.
Some of these old women, they're still.
No, I heard they
You
get
know?
hornier the older they get,
It's
bro.
one of those like you can't stop. You have to keep in motion, keep it going. Like with men and women, men slow down too. And women, obviously, there's the whole thing with women. But like, if you keep it going, some of these women, they're like, and they get hornier the older they get. They're horny as hell the older they get. So
Yeah,
Especially when they're around me.
yeah, 100%. I mean,
yeah,
James.
especially
James
even
knows
the
about
cross.
that.
I was at a Rockies game the other night, showing my friend there who's 54. She's beautiful, and I was showing her. James's videos, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, like she's so hot." too,
What
and
did
I-
she
it was
say?
so
What did she
fun.
say? We're gonna try to make this love connection happen. What'd she say?
She's like, "Oh, he's cute."
That
He's
means
cute.
she's down
So
for
she
it.
was married for 20 years and like got divorced, and then she's just been on like party path for the last couple years. But she's like, and she's 54 and still looking good. So her boobs that day were the first day she had implants, but she just got them taken out and smaller and changed it up a little bit. I don't know, but that was the first day out with the boobs, and they looked amazing. So
Did she
know.
show them to you? Was that like the first thing? She's like, "Yo,
I didn't see the nipple. I didn't see the nipples because she said they actually did like because she did a lift.
yeah,
They like cut around the nipples and moved them, and now that's too much for me. I didn't see it.
yeah,
Well, that's
yeah."
too much for me.
Well,
but-
you know, a wrong nipple
yeah, she got-
placement can ruin the whole thing, bro.
Well, and if you cut that's why I would never get like I would love to put in fake boobs just for fun, but I don't ever want to mess up my nerves
Yeah,
with nipples.
yeah.
Because like I don't
FOMO,
wanna
just
mess
get
it
one
up.
of those bras with the fake tits on them, and then like go out and like see what you
The
see.
chicken cutlets. They have little chicken cutlet things you can put in there. There's like these
Well,
little
they
chicken
have
cutlet
like
things.
whole bras now that are 100% silicone that are like all crazy.
I used to wear push-up bras, and then the older I got, I'm like, I just don't fucking care. I
Yeah.
just don't fucking care anymore, So
Shout out to Mr.
get what you get.
Shout out to Mr. Jiki in the chat. He's dropping a Ko-Fi on us. So shout out to you, Mr. Jacoby, on the great fourth. He says, congrats on the bros getting Super Killers out. Is there going to be a Super Killers coloring book coming out? That's the question. I don't know. Riley, what do you think?
That'd
Do you
be
think
cool.
there would be a demand for a coloring book? We could do a coloring book.
2 or 3 issues in, it'd be cool to take some of the best pages, like fanfare decided, like the ones people post and like, and then make those the black and whites available. That'd be fun.
I'm totally down to do that. The whole Super Killers thing has been a complete fun project to work on. I would say this 100 times. You and Johnny have been excellent to work with. I tell anybody that it's been a lot of fun. It's been a blast, and I've been very
good. The more you say it, the easier it'll be for us to get away with abusing you later down the line.
The other day I was talking to Riley, because we have a Thursday meeting every Thursday. We do a little update about where we at with everything. We've got a couple of other surprises that we haven't even mentioned that are going to be coming for the for the backers in the mail. But
under promise, over deliver.
That's what
Super Killers.
That's what we're doing. We're under promise and over deliver.
The opposite of the veto method.
Yeah, that was some crazy shit.
Precisely. You get it. English veto.
Yeah, well, that's what
Riley. I actually watched it. I was sorry to cut you off, Ray, but I actually watched it after you said the biggest problem in the universe. I was like, I watched a bit of Mersh, but it was a bit of a slow one last night. So I thought, I'll watch the biggest problem in the universe. And it was the most depressing and pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life. It was like Dick was beating a seal to death with a club. Did you see his face? How it dropped? Literally, the balls dropped off of Vito.
He started
turned fucking grey. The fear that he might actually go out and have to get a real job. Like, he was like fucked. Well, and I was like, I couldn't believe how he was taking it. It was like an abused wife.
Yeah.
He was just taking it. And like barrage from the chat. Ethan was piling in on him.
Yeah,
it was, and then he goes and does a stream with Ethan. It was absolutely reaming him in the chat.
Wild. Yeah, and Ethan was so nice to him too. So nice to Vito afterwards. I thought he didn't really even push the point to him. But Riley, I said, maybe me and English Vito should throw our hat in and make Dick an offer to have even a higher percentage of the Patreon. And just try to do that. That could be something.
The game theory here is going to be very exciting as it goes throughout the month because Dick's going to keep raising the amount. Next week it'll be like, I want 35.
Right.
I want 30% or 40. And he's going to keep doing it a little by little until the end of the month. And then Vito's going to end up taking like 40% of his show. Like Vito's going to end up taking it anyway, but he's going to be after Dick gets the majority.
Well, it's
such an idiot.
It's exactly like what EVS said when he said, Vito, it's all about the marketing. It's all about the branding. This has like 10 plus years of marketing already put into it. It's a well-known established brand. You'd be a fool to throw it away and start the jerk off stream, but keep this stream and then keep it going as you're trying to get the other things going. At least you have it guaranteed.
For a guy whose entire personality is built around pretending he really likes video games, he seems to have no grasp at all on game theory. Vito's booty, this deal, like he doesn't seem to understand any of it. He doesn't know how many options he has. It's not binary. It's like he could take his 50% and give Billy 25. He could keep 60 and give Billy, he could just do a different thing that would favor him.
Right.
But the ego itself of taking a deal from Dick, he can't get past that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He doesn't have to lose anything here.
Yeah.
He could gain a whole audience, all the money, and all the respect of the show because Dick's not there.
Right.
Over time, people would like Vito more, and they'd contrast him against whoever the new guy is and treat the new guy like Vito. You see? That's how this legacy of the show has worked.
Well, the only thing is I think EVS made a very good point where he said that he's going to have to get another alpha because Vito is not an alpha, and you can't have two nerds on the same show. It's not the biggest problem anymore. Part of the fun is the fact that you have got an alpha guy and you got a nerd guy, not two nerd guys and not two alpha guys. What are your thoughts on that, Riley?
No, I agree. That's a good way to put it. It's the train, planes, and automobiles dynamic.
Yes.
You need John Candy and Steve Martin.
Right.
That's what makes it funny. Because the audience is both. I'm not going to say that everybody in the audience who relates to or identifies with Vito is a loser. I'm going to say that they chose an avatar to represent them who is a loser. But they are being represented by him in more than one way.
Or maybe they just maybe they're more sympathetic to his dynamic because they feel that resonates more within themselves. I know a lot of people where alpha people like Dick rub them the wrong way just because they're alpha and they're like, fuck you. And then you're sitting there saying, well, why don't you like Dick? Everything he says is right. Well, I don't like the tone he says it in. He should be more. I'm like, well, who gives a fuck about any of that, bro? Have you never had
You have to be nice to be right, apparently.
Yeah. What is that all about? Fuck that shit.
No idea. Did you see that one Elon Musk quote where he says that he's not interested in the appearance of doing good, just actually doing good?
Yeah. I saw that quote.
That's like peak to describe the two differences between like Vito, who wants to look good, regardless of what he's doing, and Dick, who's just doing the right thing.
No,
he's doing it really aggressively, and he's being cruel to people who aren't.
No, you're 100% right. Also, Ye's a great example too. Ye puts out a great product, great performance. He says the wrong thing. Everybody, the higher ups try to cancel him. He says "fuck you" and he sells out concerts.
Dude, he has done pop-up stadium shows for the last 2 months.
Who does pop-up stadium shows?
He shows up in a town, or a country rather. He shows up in a country and goes, say Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
Fucking 3 days from now.
Yeah.
And 90,000 people show up.
They just show up.
Nobody has ever been less canceled than that.
Yeah, FOMO, would you go to a Ye concert?
Yeah, I totally would. And I would love to be friends with Ye.
Oh,
I would
right.
love to be friends with him, and find out, because obviously some shit happened to him.
100%,
shit
bro.
we all
Yeah.
He gave his cousin head. He gave his cousin head. He gave his cousin head.
Yeah, you just don't.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff. That's black thing, and all the blacks do that. Right? But
they're gay. They are gay, Ray. Black people are gay.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Black aunties will teach their nieces and nephews how to masturbate and stuff. It's wrong. It's like the communist women, they do that. It's normalized. It's weird, but I would still hang out with him. I just want to hang. He seems, I don't know. He's a brilliant guy. I'm sorry.
He's fun.
Kanye
He's
brilliant.
He's a creator.
Yeah, he's fun. He's also just fun, right?
Everywhere you go, you're gonna have a good time, and that's kind of what you want, man. You I could imagine him being at a club and him saying, "This club sucks. Let's go over here and have our own party." And then everybody gets up and goes to the next place, and they have a banging party, right? That's what you want.
He was at a restaurant. He was at a restaurant after a South American show recently, and he goes into the restaurant. They're closed. They reopen it for him. And then he's like, "Can I get a TV?" And they bring a TV out for him. They turn the restaurant into a party for Ye because he's there.
They break the rules for him. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to break all the fucking rules that are stupid.
And it's not going to be a P. Diddy party too, because I feel like he's been that's the thing. It'll be a fun party, but it's not this weird where it goes too much. Those people.
It doesn't turn
and Ye didn't go to those.
Yeah.
Well, I'm out then. If it's not a Diddy party, I'm out.
Ye didn't go to any of the white parties. He did show up at the P. Diddy trial to show support, but he went in and he was out in 10 minutes, leaving, ashamed that he was there.
Well,
because he saw what they were talking about and went, "Oh fuck, he is."
Because you can have a fun party without doing that. I've been degenerate in my life and shit, but you can have a fun party without doing it. You don't have to do a P. Diddy party. You can have a good time.
Right. You can have a fun party without minors and baby oil. What?
Yeah, it's weird.
What?
You can have a really great time.
What? Yeah, I mean, a couple of cocaine, a couple of tequilas, the best wings. We'll get FOMO to make the wings.
That's higher class. That meme. Everybody does cocaine now. That's what everything that means. Things I learned as an adult. Everybody does cocaine.
Everybody who's rich does coke. 100%. Coke is the unspoken. If you watch the movies from the 60s and 70s, now everybody drank alcohol. Well, everybody who's wealthy does coke.
I wish we had the 60s and 70s Coke though.
That's what I was going to say. Is the Coke now has phenol or other shit in it, so it's not. You got to be careful about that kind of thing. You got to actually get it from the Colombians. You got to go down to Colombia, have a good Colombia.
Or the straight plugs. The straight plugs who only do that.
Yeah.
Only sell that.
Yeah, the Whole Foods, the organic of the.
And then you support their quinceaneras. You support their daughters' the black market is the best market because it's the real market, right? And
It is.
You help support someone have a quinceanera for their daughter.
And especially if you get in and you could be family to them, then it's even better because then they throw you extras all the fucking time. Riley, I know you know a little bit about.
They meet you whenever you want, wherever you want.
Yeah.
That I know anything about this.
Yeah, they don't say, hey man, you got a wire on, man? You wearing a wire? You wearing a wire, man? Yeah, they don't do that.
What do you mean I would know something about this? What makes you think I've ever done a drug?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you're familiar with those people. Those people.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not at all. I'm just a rich white girl. Why would I know about cocaine?
I already said that rich people do coke all the time, so you fall into that category, FOMO. Obviously. I mean, you got a headband from Woodstock on right now. Let's go.
I know. I look like a fucking coke guy right now, which fair enough.
Look, if you show up in September to Soldier Field to see Ye with me, I'll give you some coke.
Let's go. Yeah.
Where's Soldier Field?
Maybe we'll meet Ye. It's in Chicago.
Where's Soldier Field?
Chicago.
I'm from Chicago originally.
Yeah.
So is he, which is why this can be
crazy.
Where
the Bears aren't. That's where the Bears aren't going to play anymore. Is that where the Bears used to play?
Yeah,
not going to play anymore.
Yeah, they moved to Indiana. The Bears. Yeah, they moved to Indiana.
That was dumb of them.
What about
Soldier
you,
Field's
James?
a great stadium.
Yeah. What about you, James? Are you going to go to the Ye concert with us? If we're getting a bus, all four of us are going. We're bringing people. Are you coming with us, James, or no?
I'm going to the Tom Hardy concert, mate. That's where I'm fucking going.
Oh, I saw
Tom
that.
Hardy, the greatest rapper, the greatest white rapper. The fact that you can
Tom Hardy.
compare, the fact that you can compare fucking Ye to Tom Hardy just makes me laugh, mate. I've heard Tom Hardy's first track. It's fucking quality, mate.
What is
What's
he
it called?
doing?
Boogie Nights or something, or Boogie Woogie. I was like, Professor Grass heard it, and he was like, I cannot believe that a white man who's an actor, you know, the best actor on the planet, is actually the best rapper on the planet.
Was it a good song? Actually, I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, it is. Zarface.
Yeah.
It's good. Look, Tom Hardy doesn't do anything half-assed.
Yeah.
He was the best fucking model. He's the best fucking actor. He's going to be the best rapper. Who else have you got? Eminem and Vanilla Ice. What are you telling me? They're better than Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy comes from the streets, mate.
Ice
Tom Hardy
Baby's
comes
a
from the
banger.
streets.
Yeah.
He used to have sex with men. You know what? Of course he's a great rapper.
No.
What
They're
a
all
sell!
gay.
What a sell! He used to get his fucking ass pushed in by men, man.
He did,
that's
bro.
great.
He did. Yeah, but
Tom Hardy
Who's
and
the guy
Tupac.
who did that? Who's that guy who did that Citizens Vigilante movie? Keep seeing a picture
Army
of.
Hammer.
What's that
Army
name?
Hammer.
An Army
Army Hammer.
He's hot. He's hot. And like, I haven't watched the show or the movie, but I'm like, the way he looks at, I'm like, that guy's hot. I don't know.
He definitely
anything
want to
about
have
him.
sex with you, kill you, then eat you. You know, because that's his
FOMO,
fetish.
he's a cannibal, bro. If you look into
Yeah,
him
but
at
he's
all.
really good in The Lone Ranger.
No, he's a great actor. I'm not saying that. He's also like an heir to the billionaire fortune kind of thing. But
Ooh.
you know, he is a cannibal.
The hammer cleaner.
Oh, but he got
Family.
canceled.
Yeah,
He got canceled or something.
yeah, he got.
or like, and then he came back, or
Well,
Well, he wants to eat people.
yeah, he's trying to come back. Yeah, he actually
he can eat
FOMO.
my ass. He can eat my ass.
Well, he
that's
wants to
fine.
eat people. Like he wants to actually like eat them or whatever.
He wants to serve your
so he's
ass
a little
up at the
weird?
No, he's a lot.
barbecue.
Yeah, he's a lot weird. He's like psychopath weird. That level weird.
Well,
But-
he looks hot in the picture, so I'm
well,
just
that's
gonna
why
not
he
think
looks
about
hot.
that.
It's because he has that dead psychopath gaze that stares right through you,
Yeah.
and that lights women on fire.
Yeah.
FOMO, we know that. That's how that happens. Yeah.
Well, and I love blonde. Like he's a blonde, and like just his look is like
Yeah.
a look I typically like. And
Yeah.
then like I know he's shooting up the like rape people in that movie and stuff. And then that picture that I keep seeing, I'm like, damn, this guy's kind of cute.
No, he
but I don't know
he
anything
definitely
about him.
makes orange juice with your squeezes your orange 100%, bro. Gets to get you all nice and moist.
But if he wants to eat me completely, I don't want to die. I'm not ready to die yet.
well, there's some weird stuff in there, and like he cutting and all that kind of stuff that he's all into, and like yeah,
It's
He's
a
old
kink,
school.
isn't it?
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
It's all
Cutting
occultic
used
stuff.
to be like cutting was what people did before the tranny shit started.
Yeah.
Everyone used to cut.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then now they're like, no, we cut our tits off.
Yeah.
That's what they do. It's
Bro,
so good.
have you ever dated a woman, James, that was a cutter that had all the scars running all the way up her arm and all that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found out, like, I pulled her in a club, right? And my mate was going, you're going to know something about this bird. And I'm like, look, fuck off, bruv. She's gorgeous. And she was gorgeous. She was like, she had brunette, permed hair, lovely body. You know, she had the FOMO figure, but she had rack. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I took her back to the flat, right? And like, we got down to it, right? But she wouldn't take her jumper off.
Oh.
And I was like, why won't you take your jumper off? And she's like, oh, I just don't want to. And I thought there must be something wrong with her tits. There must be a bit mangled or something. I don't know. And so I just, about half an hour later, right? And then we finished, right? And I saw her, right? She was coming out the bathroom and she'd taken her top off, right? And all of her arms, right? From top to bottom, right? And her chest were all crisscrossed and slashed.
And her chest, like on her tits too? Or
yeah,
oh,
that's why she
wow.
didn't want to show them. Apparently, she got severely bullied at secondary school and at college, and she used to self-harm. And she was absolutely cut to ribbons. It was like Freddy Krueger had gone at her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was an amazing looking bird, and it was so weird to see like that she'd been bullied to the point where you could see, where they do one nick and then they do another nick and then they do another nick. She just found a like clean piece of flesh and obviously did it with a straight razor.
Oh my God.
And her arms were fucked. They were all scarred, right? Her chest was all scarred, and that's why she didn't want to take her jumper off, because it was fucking boiling.
Yeah.
And she had this jumper on. I was like, why are you keeping this shit on?
So obviously,
and it was like,
obviously you did doggy, 100%, right? Hit it from the back.
grim as fuck, man. Grim as fuck, man. It was
Yeah,
like,
it's hard to cut up. You can't cut behind your ass very well.
So you better not be cutting your asshole, bro. What the hell is that all about? No, FOMO. I'm sure
You
you
got to teach kids to hurt other people instead of themselves.
Yeah, man. They get like all crazy. Shout out to Michael Howard. He says Ye was also good pals with Justin Roiland and was a big Rick and Morty fan. He even did the voice on the Cleveland show. Also, shout out to
I
Spirit.
just looked. It's in September. The Soldier Field show's in September, and I usually am in Wisconsin for September. So
Dude,
that's
it'd be easy for me to
close.
come down to Chicago.
That's close. That could be fire, bro.
Maybe
That could be
make it
fire.
happen.
Shout out to Spirit God Warrior in the chat. We got to get you on here pretty soon. Had a fun stream with him with Professor Grass the other day talking about Metropolis, the movie from 1927. Fantastic movie. But you know, you probably have seen a couple of self-cutting girls in your day, Riley. Yeah or no?
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't have like any specific story because every girl that I went to high school with was.
They all did it. Yeah, yeah. I've seen a couple.
It was like
They
trendy.
all the girls that they were all like they all had eating disorders or cutting back in the day.
Yeah.
And then it changed to what's now going on.
I mean, at least they were thin, you know what I'm saying? We got all these fat bitches now, bro. You know what I mean?
I remember there was a period I did burn, like I burned my arm. You can't even see the scars, but it wasn't like I was never fucked up enough.
Yeah.
Like I've always been the person who can like keep, even if there was things wrong with me, I can keep it together.
Yeah.
But I remember like, oh, it did look kind of cool to have some scars. But then like James said, with those some of those women just like cut them the hell up. And now they're getting their tits cut off too. And they already have all these scars. It's like maybe there's something not right going on.
Boy, that really makes me want to see the Odyssey. I'm really excited about it.
Have you seen Elliot Page? Have you seen that shit? What is it? Fucking hell.
Yeah, Elliot Page. Yeah, do you think, James, do you think that was like a transition thing to get everybody ready for this whole like trans person? I say they're eunuchs or male temple prostitutes or whatever. But what are your thoughts on that, James?
I don't know. I saw a close up and the nipple looked like a pepperoni. You know what I mean? It was like fucking. I don't know what's going on there. And then some boxing coach goes,
when she had normal boobs, I bet those nipples were really nice looking.
I bet
when she had regular female boobs, I bet she had nice tits.
Yeah.
But now her nipples look like everything looks so.
Yeah, now she's going bald. I bet she used to smile. Now she doesn't even smile, bro. It looks like everything's misery. What are your thoughts on that, Riley? You excited to see Ellen Page topless in the Odyssey?
I don't even watch Christopher Nolan movies anymore. They're like coworker slop, like the most normie shit you could spend your time watching, in my opinion. I didn't watch Tenet. I'm not watching Oppenheimer. I'm just not interested.
I tried to watch Tenet, bro. Everybody was raving about how good it was. I tried to watch it, and I was like, this shit sucks, man.
The Dark Knight movies might be good movies. They're not good comic book movies, and I like comic books.
Yeah.
So I've always been kind of like, since then I've been tilted. I'm like, the last good movie this guy made was Inception.
Yeah. And then Oppenheimer, I was just.
Have you seen the Black Cleopatra though as well?
Yeah. No, Lupita Leon.
A bunch of good actresses, but totally wrongly casted. Obviously.
I can't wait to see Matt Damon, bro, with a beard. Doesn't that look exciting? An old man Damon. How do you like them apples?
He should make more movies like Martian, where he's being intellectual. He should be intellectualizing.
Oh, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I said he hasn't done a good movie since Bourne, and they actually said Martian was good. And yeah, I went to go see Martian in the theater, and I fell asleep halfway through. So, you know, I
enjoyed The Rip. He was in that with Ben Affleck. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, anytime he teams up with Ben Affleck, it's great. I prefer Ben Affleck 100 times more to Matt Damon on that. What do you think, James?
He's banging J-Lo. Of course I prefer him. You know, I admire any man that's banging a fit bird. I admire Mr. FOMO greatly, even though I've never met him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, that's how I judge things. You know what I mean? But no, Ben's like more like me. He's like a fuck up. You know, he's got a ridiculous phoenix from the Flames tattoo on his back. That's crazy. You know, it's terrible. I don't know who done that. I think he went to some foreign country and got that done because it's fucking terrible. But he's a screw up, but he's like my kind of screw up. You know what I mean? He seems like a real person.
He seems like he has his humanity. Yeah, he totally does.
Yeah, Matt Damon just seems like a contrived arsehole. You know what I mean? He's like Mr. Wannabe industry guy, whereas Ben Affleck doesn't really want to be an industry guy. He just want to make his movies, and he seems like a Bostonian. Yeah. And he seems like a cool guy. I kind of like him for that. He seems like a normal person, you know, and I gravitate towards normal people.
Yeah. What about you guys in the chat? Who do you guys like better, Ben Affleck or Matt Damon? FOMO, if you're at a party and say, for example, you're single, you see Ben Affleck on the left over there, you see Matt Damon on the right, which way are you going? Who do you think you're going to go talk to? Well, hold on real quick, FOMO. Yeah, hold on real quick. I got to reset your audio. The audio just crapped out right when you were going to answer that question, and everybody's going to want to know. They're going to be like, Ray, I can't hear her. Okay, FOMO, you're back. Matt Damon or Ben Affleck, which way are you going?
I mean, I would go Affleck 100%.
Okay.
But because Matt Damon was like, he married a single mom, like he took in another kid and all, like, so he's like the goody two shoes or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas Matt Damon Ben Affleck doesn't care. He got married, got divorced, had kid, like he doesn't care. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you can just tell he's
If your
like
name
more
is
my
close
vibe.
enough, if your name's close enough to Jennifer, you have a chance.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Everyone
I think
calls me
that's the
Jennifer
rule.
anyways. Yeah,
There you
everyone calls
go.
me Jennifer anyways. So.
Hi, I'm Jen.
Yeah. No,
How old is Ben Affleck? I wonder. He's probably younger than Mr. Forrest.
well, he seems like he would. You could go to the bar. And
What's he, early 50s, something like that? He's got to be in here. I think he's a bit older than me.
Yeah.
Like early 50s.
53. Yeah, he's 53.
Ben Affleck seems like a guy you could go into the bar and have a couple of shots with and have a good time. Matt Damon seems like if you went into the bar, he'd try to convert you to some sort of religion or try to get you to do Amway or some shit like that. He seems like he's CIA, Riley.
He's a good guy. Like I said,
I'm
he
not
took that
saying he's
woman
not a
and
good
the kid
guy.
in, and he's a good guy. I mean, he portrays a good guy. I knew a girl. She's a Soros judge out here in Colorado now,
Yeah.
but she's from Chicago. And she met Matt Damon. I remember a couple of times she was telling me about it.
What'd
but,
she
like,
say? Did she get all juicy over him? Did she like drop her panties?
No, but like, cause I think it was when he was already with the other girl, and like they were at the park with the kids and stuff.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but I remember like he just seemed bored. Like he's cute and everything. Like he was cute in the.
He's not
Will
cute. He's
Hunting.
not. His face goes like
When he
sideways
was
when he
younger, he was
smiles.
cute, is what I'm
No.
saying. But Ben Affleck is like hot forever.
Yeah, Ben
I don't
Affleck's
think
a
Matt
good-looking
Damon's
fella.
hot, but Ben Affleck is.
Did you?
Glad you mentioned Good Will Hunting though, because that's where my opinion of both of those guys comes from. Is
Yeah.
I'm firmly in the camp of believing Kevin Smith wrote that movie.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that Ben and Matt wrote it.
No.
But Ben made Argo. Like you can look at their careers.
And
like,
Dogma. Dogma was good too. I like
Dogma was great.
Uh,
Well, that's why everybody thinks that Kevin wrote that. He was friends with Gus Van Sant, and he was friends with Ben and Matt, and it was the same year. Everyone thinks Kevin Smith wrote that and was afraid it wouldn't sell because Chasing Amy didn't.
Yeah.
And that Gus Van Sant taking it over made it an Academy Award winner. A lot of people speculate this because Matt's never done anything. Matt takes full credit for writing that script, and Ben helped. But Matt's never done anything like that ever again. And Ben Affleck has made Argo.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think
Ben's in The Town as well, and that's one of my all-time favorite movies.
I think
Town
did he
was a good
direct
movie.
it too?
The Town was a good movie.
It's based on a book called Prince of Thieves.
Yeah.
And I love the book and I love the film, and it's like when I look at Ben Affleck, he looks like a guy that can handle himself in real life. You know, like guys that have got natural charisma. You know what I mean? It isn't an effort for him. He's probably very similar on screen to what he is like in real life when he does movies like The Town. I think he's a guy that likes to go out and probably get in a bit of trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get pissed up, have a laugh. He's a bit of a Jack the Lad, isn't he? And I like that. Whereas, like FOMO said, Matt Damon's a goody two-shoes. I think the woman, when she's some kind of Italian, like, cocktail waitress or something, wasn't she? Or she was working behind the
she
bar.
was a bartender.
Bartender, yeah.
He met her at the bar.
Yeah.
She was a bartender. He met her there.
We got Andy in the
single
chat.
mom bartender.
Yeah, we got Andy in the chat. He says Corolla explained it perfectly. Damon wrote a movie where he played a guy who was smarter than everyone, but if you look at the dialogue, he's not that smart. Affleck all day. The Accountant is great. Yeah, The Accountant 1 was fantastic. I loved it. The Accountant 2 was not as good, but I still enjoyed it. One of the
I just
things.
feel like I have a chance with Affleck. I would have a chance with Affleck.
Yeah, bro, FOMO, you'd have a chance with just about any guy, unless they're a little bit gay or something like that.
You'd be surprised.
Well,
you'd have a chance even with Stevie Wonder, I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, he'd grab your wrist and be like, "Yeah, come here." No, Casey Affleck though. What about Casey Affleck? He's a fantastic actor.
He's cute too.
He's a fantastic actor.
Yeah, Casey's got that silly, goofy. He was that silly, goofy like side role for all those movies, Ocean's 11, all that, and obviously Good Will Hunting. But he went crazy, didn't Casey Affleck go a little crazy? They like, made a documentary about that other actor. There, what's his name? The guy with the hair lip.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they like all made a documentary and they all went crazy for a little bit or something like that. But no, I always thought Casey was cute.
What was that movie that he was in?
Didn't he get caught up in the Me Too or something because they alleged he beat up women or something? Was that Casey?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
I really loved that movie that he was in, Manchester by the Sea. I thought that was a tremendous.
Is that Robert
movie.
De Niro?
I don't think I can't remember if Robert De Niro's in that or not. But Casey is underrated. We got Pat in the chat. She says Casey is so underrated. I completely agree. I just watched Manchester by the Sea maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. Fantastic movie. And those are the kind of real gritty movies that we're really missing out on. You know, I always say this is that like you could throw like millions of dollars at a movie for like for special effects or whatever, and then you could have a movie like Heat or something like that where a good actor just steals the entire show and destroys your fucking $200 million budget. Riley, what are your thoughts on that?
Heat 2 coming soon.
Yeah, Heat 2.
Well, actually, to take that back to Matt Damon, you had turned me on to The Talented Mr. Ripley, a movie I hadn't seen before I got Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
That's like Damon's best role, I think, because he's playing a psychotic person, and to a little bit, every actor that good is totally fucking insane. Like to be able to be a different person tomorrow is totally crazy.
Well, they are, because they can feel what you want and then give that to you. And if they can give that to you, that means they can subvert your expectation, which is deception. So every great actor is a great deceiver, 100%.
Like, have you seen Zendaya? Because she's pretty in real life, guys. She's just acting like that in movies. I mean, it's like a mandate of some kind. She smiles. She looks happy. She's joyful. When she's with Tom Holland, she looks appealing. Yeah. In like every way that they don't have her look in movies. Yeah. Or in like her TV show Euphoria. It's crazy. Yeah. How good she is at turning her soul off.
It is.
Or back on. She could be pretending to be normal when she's caught with Tom. I don't know which direction.
What was that threesome movie she did about tennis? What was it? Match Point, I think.
Oh yeah.
She did. Zendaya did a threesome movie, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. They've been pushing her down our throat for a long time.
See, I'm not gonna watch the tennis movie.
Was that Woody Allen?
I think that was a Woody Allen movie. Of course, everything with Woody Allen or Roman Polanski, bro. You know it's gonna be some crazy ass fucking.
But you know what? Everyone can hate me. The older Woody Allen movies, like Bananas, Sleeper, all the goofy. I love those movies. Annie, I love those movies more than Zelig. Yeah. Have you guys ever seen this movie called Zelig? Oh my God. It's so like the old school Woody, right before he started raping his stepdaughter.
No. I was going to say, you know why you know why they're good is because he was getting young pussy. That's why.
It was just so silly. These old movies were so like, there was an era of Woody Allen, which was so funny. And then so this one movie called Zelig, which is an amazing movie. Everyone should watch it. But it's Mia Farrow in there. That's when him and Mia Farrow were getting together, and that's when he got with her adopted kids and all this weird shit. Which they are still together.
So that makes it okay, though. That makes it okay.
Like it doesn't,
but it kind of does, but it doesn't. But it kind of does.
Small era. It was a small era of that I just loved him, and he was so silly and goofy. And when I saw these movies like years later, because there's one called Sleeper, and that they filmed it here in Colorado. Oh, okay. So it's kind of cool, like see how this it's just, but yeah, weird shit, man. These people get into weird shit.
No, it's always been this way. And that has to do with the concept of movie making, because movie making is really magic, obviously. Thus, the term Hollywood, made by the wand. The Hollywood is what you make the wand of. It's like a whole big Roman thing. Yeah, the Jewish diaspora that came here when they left Weimar, Germany. And if people don't know, Weimar, Germany used to be the epitome of movie making before Hollywood. And then, of course, Hitler tossed it up, turned it upside down, and all the people came to Hollywood, and they started making movies. You got Golden Mayer, and all those guys, Jewish people, and they made great movies or whatever, but all of that was mixed up into it, So it's like Harvey Weinstein, bro. We had great movies with Harvey Weinstein, right? After Harvey Weinstein leaves,
movies suck now.
Yeah,
they all suck now that he's gone.
We got ugly women. I think you made that point, James. Is while Harvey Weinstein was getting his micropene sucked by the likes of who was it? Jennifer Lawrence.
Wasn't
Jennifer Lawrence? On my mum's got a book about the casting couch. Yeah. How they used to do it back in the day, and the casting couch just evolved. Yeah. And like you said before, like if you want to get into acting, if you want to get into modeling, if you want to get into reality TV, you kind of have to suck the dick or take it up the arse. You know what I'm saying? That's the way. That's how you get in the door, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's fucking hilarious, but. Yeah. It's like we had really attractive women. If you notice when they talk about evolution and how things are supposed to get better, the beauty standard has gone right down the fucking toilet. Yeah. In the movies, when you're doing remember for a time they did the adverts and they would do for hair care products or beauty products. They would have some of the most ugly women in the world. Yeah. Because they were saying we're trying to appeal to a broader market. And I'm like, no, if you want to sell something, you want a supermodel on there. You want a model. You want an attractive person. Yeah. I don't care if you get them off the street. If you're trying to sell something, beauty sells. Yeah. Well, we went through this fucking stage.
No, you're 100% right. Beauty sells to the normal people, but they're trying to invert the beauty standard. You got Michelle Lamy, who's basically the queen over fashion right now, and trying to destroy the classical thought form of beauty. They're trying to she's trying to invert it and break it down on purpose.
Isn't that what they do with all the comic book movies too? They're like, I want to see me in that movie. It's like, no, I want to see someone better than me that I can like aspire to. But they've all made this, they've made them all ugly and plain.
Huge problem with comic books. People in the comic book editorial positions think that women want to look at fat girls, maybe that they're prettier than, or girls that look exactly like them. But I think everybody aspires to see a model of perfection. We want paragons on the page. I want to see Barry Allen looking way better than me so I can aspire to look better maybe. Like, I don't want... He has super speed. There's no reason he can't be fat. His powers would have nothing to do with his actual physical form.
Good point.
It was like the fantasy. It was like looking back. Like,
it's a fantasy.
All these people, and then all the race people like, oh, I didn't used to see Indian people and blah, 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 whatever. And it's like, well, that's fine. I didn't want to see, like, I don't want to see someone who looks like me. I want to see someone who looks better than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
the
weird.
Indian characters, the like minority characters were better back when it wasn't just every character reskinned too. You have like the show Heroes. Mahinder Suresh is like the main narrator of the show Heroes. And no one's ever thought like, yeah, that guy shits on the street and eats food with his hands after doing it. It's just like, he's a good character, well written. He's a genius. Nobody's calling Mahinder Suresh a Pajit.
Yeah.
Like,
we're more racist. They've made us more racist now. It was fine before.
On purpose. They've made us more racist. They made our women that are growing up, they're programming the girls to be more promiscuous. And at the same time, they're importing
ugly. But ugly.
Yeah. But ugly.
It's so weird.
No, you're right. And at the same time, they're importing the immigrants so that have these high sex drives that think it's okay to snatch minors and have sex with them, and it's all on the back of feminism. But that's my little soapbox thing, and it's hurting the movies, bro. It's so hard to watch good movies nowadays. Like, I don't.
Well, Anne Hathaway did. Yeah. What Anne Hathaway did in Devil Wears Prada 2. She turned up on set, and they had a plethora of some of the most gorgeous, beautiful models you've ever seen. And Anne Hathaway said, no, we can't have that. We need to have inclusive. Everyone needs to be inclusive, less attractive models. So all the beautiful women that are actual models lost their job because they were good at what they do and they're beautiful.
And that was just
they
so
got
she
in a
would
load
look
of
hotter.
fat slobs.
That was just so she would look hotter. It was her own fucking ego. It wasn't even about like it was like having ugly friends to look better.
No, you're 100% right.
Definitely does not serve the audience.
No, it doesn't. We got Mr. Geeky in the chat. He says, facts, Clippa. Women don't put on makeup and for 2 hours to get ready to compare themselves to cows and pigs. Every woman, even the ugly woman, we've seen it, even the fat women. Once Ozempic comes around, what do? Is Lizzo still trying to stay fat? No, that bitch is trying to get thin. They all want to be pretty. They just don't want to feel accountable when they're not pretty.
They want to feel special for nothing. They want to feel special for, like, you should feel special for, like, taking care of yourself or whatever. And over the last handful of years, it's just like, I want to feel special just for being a woman and I got a college degree or whatever. But you're a fat fucking bitch and you're ugly and you've been on birth control for 20 years. It's like, there's no merit. It's a meritocracy.
Well, and that guy next to you says he's a woman too, even though he has a big dick. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. And I think women are getting outplayed by that because now feminism has given birth to like this whole trans movement that where they're being supplanted by these men who are pretending to be better victims than women are, which is crazy. It's fucking crazy.
What bothers me about all of that the most is because, like you said, it's a social engineering from like people in power of positions for fashion and whatever, all these aestheticians. And a lot of them will use the excuse, like, I don't know how familiar anyone here is with Immanuel Kant, but they'll use his philosophy about the person being enough, like being the ends to the means and not being a means to an end, and like individuality and all these like sort of the globalist ideas he had.
Yeah.
But they're doing it in a way that would make him roll the fuck over in his grave all the time because he also invented aestheticians, like the aesthetic beauty philosophy and making things objectively look perfect.
Yeah.
Is like another thing he invented in his little fucking house in the country he never left.
Yeah.
So the globalist shit's all totally retarded. He made that up from his room. But the observation of beauty was like real and material and meaningful. And they've totally taken one half of his life philosophy and thrown away the other half.
Yeah.
Like,
no, you're completely right. It's
but all these women don't have to look pretty because the government will just take care of it. Like I had to look pretty to get a man to take care of me. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like I had to work for Luckily, it all worked out. But all these women, they get into debt, they get fat, they get ugly, and it doesn't matter because they have a government job or they're getting it doesn't like there's no.
It's true. Government
there's no
jobs
merit.
are welfare for women, basically. We're seeing that
And
more and more.
estheticians are. The only person who touches my face is my esthetician.
Yeah, we're seeing that more and more as AI is replacing all these jobs that required people to send emails. That's all they were doing was sending emails. They weren't doing anything besides that.
It's all bullshit.
It is all.
They
It's
send
all
all these
illusion.
millennials to college to come out and do these stupid bullshit government bureaucratic jobs, which they're nothing. It's nothing jobs, and they're like, I'm a strong, independent woman, but I'm dependent on the government. No, that doesn't work.
I remember when I went through and got my degree as an engineer, the first job I had, I was high 85 plus bonuses. You know what I'm saying? The next couple of years, I was over six figures easily. That doesn't exist anymore.
Engineer's real job.
That
That's
doesn't
a real
exist
job.
anymore.
That's like a real degree.
Yeah, but it's still that doesn't even exist anymore. I'm seeing software.
Yeah, because of the H-1Bs and the AI.
That's right. The 1-2 punch of the H-1B visas. That, like, I remember I've told this story before, but I was working at a defense contractor down in San Diego. We had huge programs. They were multi-million-dollar programs. I was working as a part of them. I would go into these meetings. I would come out of the meetings. And one meeting I came out of, one of the guys who ran, the production side of it. We were the engineering side. He was the production side. He said, we had the engineers from other countries working on this while you guys were asleep. And so I realized right then and there, I asked him, how much do you pay for these contractors? He said they're about $10,000 an engineer. And I was just like, so I'm making six figures and you can get 10 engineers for me? Bro, I better figure out what the hell I'm going to do in the future. Like right then. And
you told us what you were working on. Would you have to kill us? You told us what you had worked on.
Well, I don't know. It's
That's
probably
my brother-in-law.
I had a security.
My brother-in-law does that shit. Like,
No, I had a security clearance, and I'm not supposed to talk about it. It's probably expired by now, bro. I could probably tell. But even if I told you, like I had my friends and my brother would ask me all the time, well, what kind of secrets do you know? And I'm like, well, it's how I put a capacitor with this multiplexer with this fucking thing.
Making bombs.
And we plan this and we type this and all this kind of stuff. And then he's like halfway asleep by the time I tell him, and I was like, okay, never mind. He's like, I don't really care. It was really mundane stuff, boring stuff until you well, some of the stuff that we made, we made weapon systems where you could launch from aircraft 5 or 6 missiles, and they would figure out the targets themselves, and they would select one to hit this target, select the other to hit this target, and if like a threat popped up, they would figure out who's going to go and select that target without the pilot having to do any of that. So it was like an ad hoc system where they would prioritize the targeting system.
War.
Yeah, it was. That's what it was.
Business.
That's what it was.
That's Lockheed Martin's huge out here. Like everybody works for Lockheed Martin.
Well, yeah. Well, I worked for L3 Communications. We had a rotating door with Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman, and so a lot of our people would cycle just around and around and around. And every time they cycled, they'd get a higher job. But it was between like those 3 people. We also had another company called Orbital out there that they're really big. So that everybody would just cycle through those groups and get higher positions as they cycled through. And like we would have some guy that worked at L3 and then 10 years later he'd be at Northrop Grumman and then Lockheed and he'd come back to L3 as like a vice president or something. And so that's just how it is. It's just how the defense industry works. But it's not exciting. And there's no James Bond shit. Everybody there that had any power was over the age of 60. I had a really cool guy. He was like my friend, and he was an engineer. Then he went into sales, and the reason why he went into sales is because he had great relationships with all of like the colonels and the Air Force guys that would come through. And I was like the young guy, so he would take me with him on their sales lunches, but it wasn't really sales because it was a guaranteed contract. So we would go out, we would just, hey, how's the kids doing? How's the wife doing? Good to see you. We'd have a great dinner at a fucking steakhouse or whatever. And then we would go, and he would bring me along because I was the young guy. And he was like, yeah, you could talk. You're good with people. Maybe you'll have my job one day.
And you're cute. You're the cute, pretty face.
I was yeah. Oh, bro. On the production line, we had a whole production line of Filipinos that would build everything. And they worked in 3 8-hour shifts or whatever. And they were always going. And there was a bunch of older women. And they were always trying to get me connected to their fucking nieces or their granddaughters
that's what happens. Yeah. American men, like a lot of the military men married Filipino women still.
Yeah.
They would divorce their white American wives and go marry the Filipino women because they're subservient.
Yeah, because they're nice.
They're like
because they're fucking nice.
Yeah. Thank you,
100%.
sir.
James, what about you? Filipino, is that up your alley or no? Would you date a Filipino?
No, but I know a lot of our old geezers go over there, don't they? There's
Yeah.
a sex tourism problem in our country.
Yeah.
You know, they all get to a certain age and they all go over. I think Gary Glitter just got pops again, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fucking, you know what I'm saying? No, but like you said, they do have family values, don't they? Which is severely lacking, I think, in our country, in your country. You know, someone that's willing to, you know, take care of their fella.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone who, you know, when they come back in the door, you give your wife a slap on the ass, you know, have a nice dinner, you take her up to the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
that's kind of, that kind of madman lifestyle. I kind of pine for that, don't you?
Yeah, 100%.
That whole series was like a fever dream for me that I would really, you know, I'd really like to live. I mean, I'm trying to take care of myself, you know, make myself look beautiful, so D-Wag will take me off the market.
Yeah, you hear that, D-Wag? Let's go. Miami John said, Ray, you worked with Frozen? Yeah, Frozen Asian. He was there, bro. He was there every day. And I got really good at ping pong doing that too. But you know,
Filipino thing too is funny because it was a lot of the boomer moms that the men divorced the boomer moms and they were in the army and went to the and they divorced the white women for these Filipino women.
Yeah.
And like it's funny because they are more subservient. They are like different, but they're also bossy. And then all of a sudden you're taking care of their whole family.
They
like,
are.
That's what
oh
happened.
my God. Yeah. They expect you as the big rich white guy or whatever, and now they're rich. They want you marry one, you marry the entire family, and they want you to get the niece,
take care of them.
Get the niece braces. They want you to pay for the tuition for their cousin. They want the granddad needs a hip replacement. You got to pay for it. Riley, what are your thoughts on that? Are you paying for any granddad's hip replacements? Are you getting into the Filipino lottery?
Yeah.
Is he there? Maybe he bounced out.
He can hear us, but I don't know if he went to go take a shit or something.
Yeah, he bounced out. Maybe a Filipino grabbed him. I don't know.
No, he's Asian, isn't he, Clipper? Right, he's Asian.
No, he's not Asian. He's. I think he's as white as they come, bro. I don't think he's Asian at all. But ask him that when he gets back. That'll rile him up a little bit. 100%.
You guys, what do you guys think? Like, have you? Because there's been very few Asian men I've been attracted. Very few. There are some, but like the whole thing is like white men love Asian women. Is that something you guys have felt before? With Asian
James,
women?
what about you? Do you have a attraction?
I think I was born racist. I like white blondes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's just ingrained in me. I like white blondes. But FOMO's mate's attractive and she's a brunette. So, you know, but I do like white women. I do like the white aesthetic. It's not the whole blonde hair, blue eyes thing. It's not an Aryan thing. But I do like white women. And I've never been with a woman that hasn't been white.
Yeah.
Or to my knowledge, she hasn't been white. She might have been some kind of mixed race. You can't tell, can you? But it's usually been like Scottish, Welsh, English, Irish, American. You know, it's been someone who
very
is
white where you live. I mean, before everything happened recently with the immigrants, you were in a very white place. You used to be very white there.
Yeah, this was the thing, because when I lived in South London growing up, it was basically it was like you had white people, you had Irish, you had Italian, and you had the Windrush generation that came over from the Caribbean. So it was, but like the reason I moved is because I moved to an area that's 99.9% white. And like Riley, it's a very like octogenarian, you know, they're all 80s, they're all like retired or widowed, or you know what I mean, like young families around here, and it is predominantly white, and that's why I live here. I'm not ashamed to say that. I want to live in a predominantly white area. And what we were talking about earlier about what you reckon it's going to be like on your way out, I reckon I'm going to live, if I live to a ripe old day, say 80 upwards, I reckon I'm going to live to see England be a minority white country. I guarantee it. The rate, the pace of immigration, it just has to be that way.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, James. We got Mr. Jiki in the chat. He says he thought Clippa was half Asian. You know, I'll ask him when he gets back. That maybe we got Joe Schmo. He says not all Asians are created equal. Michael Howard says, I'm still white with some black blood in there somehow, 100%. Hadi Ho says...
The Asians are the most racist.
They
are the most
they
racist because, like, I knew Korean girls, and they had to marry a Korean man. Like, they weren't allowed to marry out. And then they, like, have to take... The whole thing is the parents help them get successful, and then they have to take care of their... Like, there's a whole... Which I get it. That makes sense to me, too.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. But they're the most They're more
Yeah.
racist than
They
like I
are.
am.
Oh,
Pretty
they are
sure.
very racist. In fact, I dated a couple, and one of them wouldn't even introduce me to her family, which
yeah, I
is
remember you told
hilarious.
me
And I was
this.
just like,
She wouldn't even
bitch.
introduce you. That's so rude.
I was like, bitch, what the fuck? I mean, and they were extremely wealthy, and she's like, oh, I don't think I should She was very nervous to introduce
Yeah,
me
you
to her
weren't
dad.
getting that wealth because you were Asian. She
Because
didn't want
I
you to
was
know
white.
about it.
Yeah,
'Cause-
yeah. But Mr. Jiki
But
says,
men are really into that. Like there is something. Oh, Clippa's back.
okay, Riley's
You
back.
asked him something a minute ago.
So, sorry, I had to take the wood chunks over to the grill.
No,
I got
you-
these hickory blocks that
Oh
I'm
yeah,
using.
hickory's
I'm smoking
awesome.
shit too.
I love
I'm
hickory.
smoking shit right now. Too.
People
They
have-
ask, are you half Asian, Clippa? Are you half Asian?
Less than that,
Okay,
but a little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah, Native American, white, and a little Asian.
Okay. So, Mr. Jiki, you were right. We were talking about
You're exotic. You're
foam.
exotic.
No, I'm American, okay? And I'm on the side of the internment camp guys. Fuck those people. They shouldn't have done that shit.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
FOMO was asking us. She noticed that a lot of white men are attracted to Asian women, and she asked us if we ever felt that way. Riley, have you ever felt like that attraction, or like that weeb attraction, or whatever? It is?
No, I don't really like Japanese girls. I'm a little Japanese. I don't really like Japanese girls. Asians are nice. They're like hot.
Yeah,
but
hoppas.
I want
as
a
some
Jewish
people call them.
wife, Ray. I don't know if we've talked about this.
Yeah, let's go. Why?
I know
need
a half
a Jewish wife.
Japanese Jewish guy too, and same thing. He
Well,
wants a Jewish guy.
Well, Riley is not into
Yeah, it's a
men,
guy,
FOMO,
sorry.
so that's not going to help us
sorry.
out. Okay.
I don't want a
There's a
Jewish
lot of you out
husband.
there.
Yeah.
I want my
Then
kid.
you like you're getting dumped. I'm going with the half Jewish guy.
Yeah. What the hell? FOMO is trying to
No,
set
because
Riley
the
up with
second
a
part of
half
the
Jewish-
plans. The second part of the plan is the most important part.
Okay.
I need a Jewish kid,
Right.
so I can astroturf their music career.
Oh, that's genius. Yeah, that's
Because
genius.
I'm not gonna get a run at that in this lifetime. I didn't min-max correctly towards musician stats.
Yeah, yeah,
So I'll troll people
But you
online.
Get your kid into it. You can push
My
your
kid will be in Hollywood. Yeah.
yeah. No, the crazy thing, FOMO, is that I've never had that. I don't know if FOMO might have froze up a little bit, maybe. I've never had the attraction to Asian women specifically, but as a whole group. But I'll meet one or two, and I'll think that they're attractive, and I'll date them. But I never was drawn.
Have you ever been attracted to black women?
I've dated a black woman before. I initially I wasn't, but I met one girl. She was very cute, very fun. It was her attitude. She was, and I dated her for a little while, but it didn't work out. The funny thing is that in California, I've got the most kind reaction from the minority people, and less kind reaction from white women. White women are much more hard on me. They're much more less attracted to me.
Judgmental.
Yeah, they're far more judgmental. Yeah, for sure. Than say when I flirt with them or whatever. They're far more judgmental.
It's the political thing, isn't it?
It's
You just
very
can't get
political.
past the political barrier.
Yeah.
People like FOMO, attractive women with like our type of politics. They're like fucking as rare as hen's teeth.
Yeah. And also they can't separate the two, which is more the minority people. Like, bro, when I lived in Hawaii for 2 years. When I was in Hawaii, I was hit on all the time by Samoan women, bro. I would be in Target
You're
and
smashing that spam.
I was that spam musubi, bro. I was fucking smashing that shit. They were like, oh, look at this guy's eyes. I was trying to talk pidgin. I sounded Irish there for a second, but no, they were entranced with the blue eyes, bro. And they were just like, I'd be going down checking out at Target, and the fucking, I don't know if you guys know about Samoan women, but a lot of them are very big and strong, muscular women, bro.
I know the men are very big, so are the women big too.
Yeah.
But I know they're all like Mormon out there too.
Yeah,
the Mormons went out there and they converted them all.
Yeah, the Mormons fucking got them all into their cult. But no, Samoans are very kind people. I've had a lot of Samoan friends. They're very kind people. They got a lot of great food. But I've dated a couple of Samoans before. A couple of cute ones, not the big muscular ones. You got to watch out. You got to be careful, bro. They'll take you behind the woodshed and like pop your V card. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful on that one. But
yeah, I never was into like black men, but I had like a black girlfriend, the one who's the Soros judge now.
Yeah.
And she's on her second white husband.
Yeah.
And then she asked me to read White Fragility.
Oh,
I'm like,
bro.
bitch, what?
Yeah.
What? And I'm like, it was just, you have two white husbands, and the one was making alimony. I'm like, this is equality. You're a black female lawyer, and your white husband's making alimony off of you. This is equality. This is the equality you wanted, But
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Wild. And she was like she was a white black person, and she still turned out crazy.
Yeah, I've had a number of when I was lived closer to LA, a number of my friends during COVID tried to get me to read that book, White Fragility, and we're not friends anymore, bro. I'm like, why you? I
was friends with her for a decade, and we would joke about her being black and me being like, it was a joke.
Yeah,
it was funny. It was like not, and then all of a sudden, then 2020 happened, and she's like, "You need to read this book," and I was like, "Bitch, please!" And now she's a judge, and she's one of those Soros activists. Like, it's crazy what happened.
Yeah, well,
it is crazy.
The
woke mind virus, Ray, is like way different than just having a philosophy that is.
That's true.
I'm friends with a lot of 5%ers, just straight up black supremacists who love me and have never asked me to read race rhetoric literature to prove that I'm the bad guy.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
like black supremacists aren't like that.
No,
it's so weird. The woke people are a different breed.
It's the woke people, bro. Yeah, and they so they know I was born in Kentucky, and they said that I had racist genes because I was born in Kentucky, bro. And they call me a redneck, and I'm just like, bro, do you even know what a fucking redneck is? You don't.
Yeah, it's not redneck.
You don't even know what a redneck is, man. Like, shut
Your
the fuck
people
up.
lived in the mines.
Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah.
If anything, you guys are like dwarven.
Yeah, I was Eastern Kentucky. 100. I was up in Eastern.
You come from the coal.
Yeah, I was up in that X-Files. You guys remember that X-Files where they had the mother under the bed?
Yes.
And they pulled her out to fuck her, bro. How crazy was that X-Files, man? That was terrible.
I didn't see that episode. I need to go back and see that episode.
I mean, it's one of Vince Gilligan's.
Yeah,
it's worth revisiting.
That is like that one jarred me the most. So I'll break it down for you real quick, FOMO.
Home, I think it's called.
Before we get out of here. But no, so in the X-Files, they was this Eastern Kentucky group of hillbillies that lived up in the fucking sticks or whatever, and they all inbred, and they kept their mom. She had no arms and no legs, and they kept her on a cot with wheels underneath their bed, and like all of them would pull her out and have sex with her to impregnate her to have more children, and then they would roll her back under the bed. It was fucking insane, bro. I was just like, God damn.
Season 4, episode 2. Check it out.
Yeah, there you go, FOMO.
All of them, because I wasn't allowed to watch them as a kid. I'm gonna do another shot before we leave.
All right, well, are we all gonna do one more shot? We're about to wrap it up here, guys, and get our 4th of July going.
I'm all out of shots, but
thanks everybody for sticking out.
You.
Well, we got Riley over there. He's gonna go knock the cobwebs off of a few old boxes. So I'm
jealous. I wish I was getting involved. We could go 2s up.
Yeah, all in support of that.
One day we'll all be able to teleport to my block party. And Kanye.
We gotta plan the Colorado content house. That's what we gotta plan.
Okay, yeah. So we were talking about this, and FOMO says that she has a house, bro. And we were chit-chatting about it, Riley, and she wants to do a little bit of a Colorado content house and have people come and stream for maybe, I don't know, FOMO, a week or something like that, or how long were you thinking?
FOMO, let me produce this. Let me produce it. It'll be so much better than any other content house.
Yeah.
It'll be fun too because we can do whatever, and it's in a beautiful. It's where I grew up. That's where the whole forest, mommy. It's in my childhood home.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful house, and like we can record shit. We can go do shit. We can make all sorts of content, and you can do art shit there. It's like a great art house because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And like,
I'll bring my painter's box. I'll bring my Speedo, and I'll grill on the grill in my Speedo, and we'll just have a blast, bro. Yeah, we'll make it like one of those Gustav Clement. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him.
I want James in the Speedo.
Yeah, okay, James will be the Speedo. I'll be the board shorts, obviously.
Or actually, I think James will look better in like the tight boy, like where it's like boy shorts a little bit, not necessarily like full on Speedo.
The Mirko Crow Cop
probably
shorts.
have a pair, don't you, James?
Yeah. Oh, guaranteed.
Like
guaranteed James has a pair of those.
D-Wag wants to see pictures all the time. He's always asking me. He goes, put something tighter on for me. And I'm like, D-Wag, come on. I can't do it.
Yeah, we got people in the chat. Michael Howard saying, yes, Riley's the main producer behind it. Make it happen. I think it'll be great.
Yeah, if you want to do it. And like it'd be cheap because so like it would be at my parents' house. So it's like we don't have to pay for it. And we could like have fun. We can make it cheap and it's huge. We could all stay there and like party and go do fun shit. And
yeah, I think logistically.
I solemnly swear not to point the camera at the light source. I saw that happen once at a hotel kind of version of one of these, and it was a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. Don't do that. But
there's a light source?
Well, at the content hotel, you see, they were pointing all the cameras at the window and having the streamers sit in front of the window.
Yeah.
So you couldn't fucking see
bad lighting. We're not going to have bad lighting.
Well, no, it'll be perfect.
Well, also,
perfect.
Also,
I have a basement too. there's a basement there with no windows too, where we can set stuff up too. So like it'll be great.
Yeah,
Like,
and I've got some equipment that'll help. I got like a couple of Black Magic boxes, and so we could have monitors, and they can live stream on their own, and we'll do it right so that it's actually exciting.
Yeah, someone
for
has
people
to bring the
watch.
cameras and shit for anything pre-recorded because I don't have any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I know you tech people have that stuff.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, I think between me and Riley, I got some of the stuff. Hey, what we should get is D-Wag. He's the one with all the stuff.
And it wouldn't be like the whole it wouldn't be drama. Like I think it would just be fun. Cause I got invited to Chrissy Mayer's content. I got invited when they first started, and I'm like, nah, I'm not going.
I'm so glad you didn't go.
Honestly, with these things, there wouldn't be drama if it was a good show. If the audience was getting something out of it, you would be allowed to have fun with your friends, and nobody would care. It's just when you're doing that instead of giving the audience something.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Well,
it'd be fun to see you guys all experience Colorado and the house I grew. You get to experience Forest Mommy, like where I grew up. Like it would just be really good fun. Like
we've got to do a smoke off, okay?
100%, bro.
I'll smoke anyone under the table.
Oh, are you talking? I thought you were talking about meat. Like
we did that. Do you know who Robbie the Fire Bernstein?
I'll try that if you try mine, Ray. Okay, how about that?
No, either way is fine. Either way,
I had a guy do a porch tour at my house. At that house, we did like this comedy show. He's Dave Smith's like guy, whatever, but I don't like either of them anymore. But we did a show there. We did a comedy show at the house there in the back. It looked like Bilderberg because there's all these like trees and stuff. Yeah, like it was so much fun. And we did a smoke off thing too. That was the first time my parents randomly were home. And they saw me smoking pot, and they were like, we were just all smoking. That was the first time my parents were ever around like casual pot use.
What'd they say?
They handled it so good.
Oh, okay,
nice.
They handled it.
They were fine with it.
Yeah, fine because it was libertarianish people, so like everybody was respectful and like it was a fine night and all that. But I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah,
here we go.
Yeah, and they were okay with it. That's awesome. Yeah.
No, yeah, but they're never like if we do something, they wouldn't be there. But it's 4 bedroom, 5 bedrooms, six beds. We got plenty of room. So.
Yeah. We have to get the wheels turning on this. I think that'd be fantastic. Mr. Jiki's asking, can clip
maybe
out?
Like October.
Yeah, can
October.
October's a good time. Mr. Jiki's asking, can Riley outsmoke Johnny the audio engineer? What are your thoughts on that, Riley?
Honestly, no.
I was gonna say, yeah, bro.
There's a lot of people I've met that I can outsmoke. That guy can outsmoke people that can outsmoke everyone you've ever met.
Yeah.
So it's a different league.
I'll challenge you, Riley. I challenge you, Riley. I can.
Oh, there it is, right there.
There's the main event.
That's the main event,
and then,
right there.
Ray, I'll smoke a meet against you. And
yeah,
let's see if both of you beat me.
That'll be fantastic. Yeah, no, we'll have a great time doing it. Also, I adore that guy, Johnny, the audio engineer. He's a fantastic guy. Yeah, he's a fantastic guy. But no, that sounds like a fun time. Let's get that. We'll put that into motion. I'm getting the of course the Super Killers book where
everyone donate to James's Ko-fi too because he'll be the most expensive to get over here.
We'll buy his ticket. We'll figure out a way to buy his ticket.
Yeah, but people can donate
Ko-fi.
No, they should. Totally.
I spark a sparkler. You know when I did the sparkler trick?
Yeah,
I made $2,000 that day to put a sparkler at my ass. You know, so
wait,
where is this at?
Did you actually put it on in your ass, or how'd you do that? What'd you do?
Yeah, it was 4 years. Yeah, this is before I knew all you all.
Oh, okay.
This is the lore of Forest Mommy. So it was 2022, and I said, if I can make I never asked for money.
Right.
I was like, if I can make $2,000, was to help me to go visit a podcast friend I had, and I said, I'll put a sparkler in my ass and sing a song, and I did it. And I posted it because I made over $2,000 right away. But yeah, and I sang "Because of Beautiful." I still have the video, but it's the fun. And people are like get mad at me about it, but I'm like, it was so silly and fun, and I was so skinny and hot then too, and I looked good.
Bro, and you're proud.
It was from the side.
Well, and
it was from the side.
And you're proud you did it, right? I think every woman should.
Yeah, and my man filmed it. I was laughing because everyone's like, she's crazy. I'm like, yeah, but my husband filmed it. So,
so that shut him up right there, 100%. Yeah.
And where do I watch this at? Are you reposting this today for the 4th, or what's the deal?
What's the paywall?
I haven't reposted it since then, but I did make an edited version of it, but like I haven't.
That won't offend.
And some bitch out here locally was trying to get like some bitch out here who I hate out here. She was trying to like talk shit on me this morning, so I was like getting everyone to go talk shit. It was fun and it's silly. And if you go to Google Forest Mommy, it'll pull up Forest Mommy Sparkler every time you type in Forest Mommy.
That's hilarious.
Sparkler,
all right.
Everyone looks for it.
Forest Mommy Sparkler. Did you write that down, James? 100%. Yeah, we got to pay.
I don't even know if People
I think
have
I've
the video,
seen
people
it. I
have
think I've seen it. You're
screenshots.
bent over, right, aren't you?
Oh,
You're bent over.
It was on ROTC. ROTC
Yeah, I've
played
seen
it
it.
back
I've
in the
seen
day.
that one.
That's
I can't
what's
find the
happening.
fucking nudes, but I've seen that one. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
All you have to do is Google Forest Mommy News. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Google Forest.
Uh,
I've only seen the picture of you
on
on the horse on Twitter a couple of years ago.
from back, from behind.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
on my butt.
yeah. You're like riding naked on a horse, but you can't see anything.
let's
That's
go.
very
Let's go.
classy
There's a lot
by
out
nude
Very artsy.
standards.
Very
I
artsy.
was a classy new look. I'm conservative and like people shouldn't do OnlyFans and all this shit. But I was I'm glad I did my nude modeling era because I was fucking hot. So
Yeah, let's
whatever.
go.
Bars.
Yeah,
It
let's
wasn't
go.
porn.
No.
Yeah.
And true, we do need to like get James's plane ticket because that that'll be the most. We got to get him over here, get those
Yeah.
funds, and I think that'll be a lot of
It
fun.
won't even be much for you to get out here, right? Like
No,
California,
it'd be
Colorado's not.
no, it'd probably be like
expensive.
just $250 for me to get over there. It'd be no problem.
Yeah.
Flying to
But
Denver.
we'll make it cheap. I'll pay. So we'll eat food there. Like, well, yeah, we can keep it very like
no,
affordable.
bro, I cook like crazy. I'm a fantastic
yeah,
cook.
it's a whole huge kitchen.
Yeah.
It's a whole
Bro,
huge kitchen.
that'll
so
be
you'll
part of
love
the
it.
part of the stuff, bro. Every night we'll have a
Yeah, we'll do a
different
cooking show.
a different
we'll do a
menu.
cooking
Yeah,
one.
exactly,
That's
exactly. We'll do a big
Look at all this
Costco.
content.
Yeah.
We have all this content.
We'll do a big Costco run at first, at the very beginning of the couple of days or whatever, and then we'll make a menu and then we'll fucking bang it out. It'll be fire.
I can IRL stream us doing stuff like supply runs too.
Oh, then there you go. That'll be fucking fire. Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll just film everything, and then we'll like have some stuff live, some stuff, some stuff, whatever. Like
Some
it'll
episodes I can
it'll
edit,
be really
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
You're hired, Riley. Although I'm not offering any money for it. But you're hired.
That's okay. I really don't work for money.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's just for fun. Like as long as you pay, like that's how I am with life. Like you just go have fun and like do stuff you like to do, and like that's why like I love these political people because they're all like they all want to make money, and I'm like I don't fucking want to make money. I fucking hate you, motherfucker.
Yeah. Right.
I work for fun, and for fun I flip tracks. This is a new rap lyric in my new song.
Yeah, I like that bars. Mr. Jiki in the chat's asking, you guys gonna sell tickets to view it live in person? Tickets. So like, what do you mean? Like on stream?
Like if we
or?
put it on the locals or something. No,
Yeah.
I'd say we do most of it for free on our channel. We'll put it on all our channels, and then like maybe we'll have some of it that we'll do like a locals something, just a little bit behind the scenes. But
Yeah, we'll have to have something where you're not going to get flagged by YouTube for like saying the wrong words or whatever. We'll have to have one or two of those streams, but overall, we should definitely do it on the channel so people can watch for free. If they want to super chat in, like we'll have some on James' channel, we'll have some on FOMO's channel, we'll have some on my channel. Riley will do some on your channel, and just to kind of get maybe like a subathon or something like that, and have a good time doing it. I think it'll be fire. And even John, I know Miami John, he would be down to do it too. But we'll see. We'll talk about it. We've run over the 2 hours, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap it up. We had a great time. I thought we were just gonna pop in and pop out, but bro, this is the longest stream we've done, on the Love Boat. Not technically the Love Boat, but Riley, what are your final thoughts as we wrap it up? What are you thinking about? You got anything you want to leave the people with? Like don't blow your thumb off or what?
This is the greatest empire on earth. And you are obligated to celebrate that today, regardless of your nihilism, your political positioning, your posturing, your pretense. Throw all of that away and grab some fireworks to celebrate that James's ancestors lost to 300 farmers.
Yeah.
Farmers, 300 of them, defeated the greatest fleet of ships ever constructed.
Yeah.
And God said, okay, you've earned it.
Yeah.
So enjoy your manifest destiny today, chat. Thank you, Ray, for having me on.
No,
James, great as always.
Yeah.
FOMO.
It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure, Riley. I like Riley.
Talk to you.
Riley's like
Jessica.
Riley's like, I love Riley. He's funny. He can dish it out. He can take it. He's good bands. He's good laughter. I love it, man.
I don't know like Riley. I don't know like I've been more introduced to the comic, but I love Riley.
Riley's
We've been
great.
through shit
Riley
this year,
is
I know,
great.
and I get it, but like you're like I love it.
Riley is a genius when it comes to performance art, and he has like taken like the stuff you've done with Liam, the stuff you've done with Vito.
You were who went
everything.
and like bugged Eric July.
Yeah.
You went and bugged Eric July that way. And you got arrested.
He got arrested. Yeah, he got arrested.
See,
Yeah.
Monkey Jones, Eric July, Vito Giswaldi,
Yeah.
Ethan Ralph. I got a couple people in my list
Yeah.
that I've taken on, and right now we're
And
destroying.
you're better
Liam
than all
Gray.
of them. And you're better than all of them.
10
You're better
toes
than
down.
all
I
of
agree with that.
Ooh, someone clip that. Krim, clip it.
Yeah, Krim, clip that. Shout out to Krim out there. Hope he's having a good day.
Operation Quicksand, by the way, is currently funding its Money Bunny delivery trip.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to check out Ko-Fi / the Clipaverse or / at Clipaverse, you can contribute towards me putting quicksand under an angry little Australian's house or chicken coop or something. I don't know.
And a sticker too. We definitely need a sticker. So
yes, the bunny sticker.
Go support him on his Ko-Fi over there to help make that happen. Go follow him on Call Me Clippa on X. And is there a YouTube that people should follow you down?
Just at Clipaverse. It's been pretty inactive, except for I've been doing a new song every month. Those are up there.
It doesn't matter. Follow Riley. Yeah, follow Riley. He's got
just want you guys to know there's content coming, but it's music right now. The comic stuff I've been doing with Ray will be on Ray's channel here.
Yeah, we've been knocking that out.
I do rap. What kind of music is it? Rapping? Are you mumble rapping or?
Yeah, not quite rapping. Mumble rapping, but like
he's definitely
high IQ stuff.
Good white.
Rock.
Yeah, he's a lyricist.
So like top white people rapping.
Yeah, lyrical stuff.
Lyricist. He's a master lyricist. A wordsmith.
Like Ye said. Okay, I'm pushing Mayo colors bins, moving miracle whips. Right?
yeah, 100%. All right, cool. FOMO, what are your final thoughts? Are you gonna go shred it around in your bikini? Are you gonna get a sparkler? Are you gonna light off a Roman candle? What are you gonna do later? Let us know.
Well, I'm going to a pool in a little bit, eating food. But then, like I said earlier, I'm going to plug it again. My friend's sibling revelry at 7 Central. We're doing another stream. And by then, I will probably be
Fucked up. Yeah.
I'll be really fucked up. So I'll be doing a stream later on tonight. But I'm going to go to the pool for a little bit, eat, and then I'll come back home. But yeah, sibling revelry. Everyone go follow them on It's Rumble only. Sibling revelry. And then...
All right, so FOMO's going to be doing a stream on sibling rivalry later on tonight, 7 Eastern. Go give them a follow. Go check them out. A lot of fun to watch
Central.
them.
8 Eastern, 7 Central, 6 for me.
Wait, 7 Central. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so 7 Central. Go. Give her.
They're in the UP. They're in Michigan.
Go give them a follow. Go give them a watch. If you want to see FOMO a little bit inebriated, go watch that later on tonight. I know I'll be in the chat.
I'm not inebriated. I'm totally sober right now. Totally.
No, this
is my 4th one. This stuff is orange juice.
Yeah,
this stuff is like orange juice to me. I drink it so fast.
Forest Mommy is a ball of joy. Give her a follow on Forest Mommy on X if you haven't already. You should. She's fantastic. James, what are your final thoughts today? I know that you're probably begrudgingly celebrating the 250th of America. What are your thoughts, bro?
Right, I'm very sad. I'm very depressed. I'm very angry after what young Clipper Riley said. So, in order to appease this, I would like the beautiful women of America and all around the world to send me their 2-piece bikini shots in their Stars and Stripes bikinis to my DMs to ease the pain that I'm going through today. Thank you.
So support James on his Ko-Fi /James Graben. Give him some support. Follow him also on X at James Domenico Graben. Also give him a follow on YouTube, James Domenico Graben 81, where he does 5-minute and
yes,
below.
Frederick Guimont.
Yeah, Frederick, give James a follow, bro. You guys are brothers.
What are you doing, Frederick?
Show him all his videos. Show your hot friends.
Yes,
and hot women friends. Show your hot women friends James's videos.
That's right. We're trying to get James hooked up with an American green card pass over here. So show him to the hot women so he can come over here. Give him a follow at James Domenico Graben 81. Fantastic. And everybody else out there, I hope you guys have a fantastic 4th of July. I hope you kick ass. Please don't blow up your hands or your fingers or your toes. Look at that. She got a fantastic gun ring. Everybody putting up the knuckles for the chat. You guys get out of here, get drunk, have a good time, eat a lot of food, and give your family a hug, okay? We're out. Peace.